Wow. It's time.
Wow.
Besides it being day 2, I don't remember too much about where we left off last time. I know we failed to break down that door twice.
Yeah. We talked to Everard.
Right.
We did the autopsy.
Mm-hmm.
And then I forget what else.
I don't think we did much else, to be honest.
We went to the bookstore, that's right.
Yeah.
We went to the bookstore.
Mm-hmm. I failed to knock down the door.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, that's it.
Yeah. Well, time to do more stuff this time, I suppose.
Yay!
Yay! Right, we left off right here in his office.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Can I go behind here?
No.
Fucked up.
I know.
Okay, well, bye. Leave it. Oh, is there a different way? Oh, okay, there we go. I understand now.
There you go.
It's not very clear in my defense.
No, I know.
Hello.
You gotta, push a button. You gotta make sure it's highlighted and you gotta push a button.
I see.
There you go.
Well.
You're back before the cargo container. Its draw has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
Damn. Can't try to persuade the door again.
We gotta work on our rhetoric.
Fair enough.
Which we can do by engaging with communism.
Wonderful. Can't interact with anything down there. Such a violent game for a girl. There's no girls here, first of all.
Yeah. Crazy statement.
Yeah.
Also, this game isn't particularly violent. I mean, it kind of is, but, like, there's worse out there.
I've played worse.
I think we've both played worse.
Mm-hmm. Might be worth getting a healing item from here.
Yeah, maybe.
Just one, as a treat.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays,
or no,
and
we can
blister
still buy one. Okay.
They all bear the Saint-Baptiste
I don't know why for some
Pharmaceutics
reason I
logo.
thought they would sell out.
That would be a shame.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
Humph. And maybe we can touch the horse or something.
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna say a different word than touch, but I thought that would sound a lot worse, so,
What were you gonna say?
Nah, you can pick a word and probably figure it out, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea. It looks as if it's been reassembled piece by piece, secured and mounted in the air with the aid of numerous ropes and rods.
No, I did not put away all the head pets on the vertical stream from yesterday. Oopsie. Allow me to fix that. Just I guess it's gonna be one of those days where we need a mod handy for YouTube.
I'll pop in.
Yeah. Not the cold dog.
The cold dog?
Cold dog. Not being followed up by the dog tree. But yes,
very good.
I'll stretch and hydrate though. RNG is silly. Okay, Encyclopedia is much higher. We should, in theory, be fine. We'll see though.
Touch that horse.
Oh, you didn't actually redeem Stretch or Hydrate? Oh. In fairness, I saw a bunch of redeems in general, so I just kind of assumed that was in there. But okay.
Pavlovian effect.
Also not actually reading the redeems.
That also.
Just many pats, that's fair. Anyways, what did the king do?
Even by the standards of the Philippian kings, old sumptuous Philip was known for his profligacy.
In what way?
Well, he blew through the whole national treasury, starting the decline of one of the penultimate century's greatest superpowers, the suzerain of Revachol. His own maladministration foreshadowed the fall of the monarchy during the anti-centennial revolution, an end to his family line and the monarchy on the Insulindian Isola.
How did he manage to blow through the entire national treasury? Fair enough, I have other questions. Stop the knowledge reporting in now. How?
Stories have it that he had his bedroom converted into a treasure chamber, where he stored unfathomable wealth. Krugerrands, bars of gold, ornate weaponry, armor, and various chalices.
Various chalices, wow.
Wow.
He called it the Sol Aurum. It was obscene. There were whispers he slept on a huge pile of gold-dipped feathers, like some obese dragon, instead of a bed, like a normal person.
That's a really silly
That can't be
sentence.
comfortable.
It can't be, that too.
The man certainly knew how to live.
Thank you, Necktie.
Thank you, Necktie.
I would like to sleep on gold, hustler style. The king is the king and he can do anything. Wait, really? There's no way that's true. A deplorable farce. No wonder everything went to shit. I mean, that's true, but...
True. I think 4's the communist option.
It sounds like it would be. And if not, oh well, I agree.
But wait, you haven't even heard about his fabled cocaine
Oh
addiction.
my god, the cocaine addiction. The what now?
Hell yeah, brother!
The what now and I don't want to know are both very funny for opposite reasons. Let's hear more though. The what now?
You see, old Philippe wasn't just good at squandering the national treasury on gold and ceremonial weaponry. He was also a prodigious snorter of nose candy.
Amazing.
Not just any nose candy, though. We're talking Royal Philippian Blow, allegedly twice as potent as the stuff you find nowadays, and purple. Philippian cocaine was purple.
Why would it be? Okay. Anyways, okay, what is nose candy? This is a lot to process. So he was addicted to nose candy, a bloated druggie. Okay, where is he buried now? Proceed. Oh boy. I'll just go with.
I'm pretty sure you can ask all of these.
Fair enough. I'm gonna start with this is a lot to process though, because it is.
His Majesty's courtiers said it helped him connect with the higher realms.
Okay. Well, I'm sure we all know what the nose candy is, but let's ask anyways.
Cocaine.
Yeah, okay. I love that it's just played it forward like that.
No elaboration needed.
But a bloated druggie.
That's what the revolutionaries said 150 years later. Right before they emptied out the royal mausoleum and dumped His Majesty's mortal remains in the Insulindian Bay.
Oh boy. Okay, where is he buried now? Well, I think I know.
Beneath the cold waters of the Insulindian Bay, thrown there by the revolutionaries after they cleaned out the royal mausoleum. A group of marble pleurons still surround the king's vandalized tomb. A deathly cold wind sweeps up candy wrappers and old newspapers.
What happened to the statue?
The original was blown apart by communards, then further damaged during the landing of the coalition's airships during the turn-of-the-century revolution, when Martinez was leveled. Most historians think the coalition's hasty landing may have ultimately saved the statue. If the communards had more time, they would have reduced it up to even finer pieces.
He restored the monument.
Some years ago, a group of liberal, artistically inclined individuals, designers mostly, thought it would be ironic to restore the statue of the most wasteful ruler of Revachol in the poorest part of the city. The statue is supposed to capture the moment it was blown apart, like an instant frozen in time, a rare butterfly trapped in amber, floating on a sea of shit.
That's brilliant, so funny and nihilistic. That's such a bad idea. I really don't get hearts. I mean, that is pretty big brain, actually, genuinely, as like an art
Huge
piece.
brain. Very conceptual.
Yeah.
I like it.
Do I think MC would understand that, though? Becomes the question.
He actually probably would.
Fair
I mean,
enough.
look at MC.
But also look at MC.
But also look at MC. Yeah, you're true. But MC's got nuance. MC's got depth. Although, I guess we can stop calling him MC and start calling him by his actual name.
You see, I forgot his name was Henry earlier, so...
Harry.
Well, case in point, I guess. I'm so good at remembering names.
Patsy.
I was close. And also, in fairness, we didn't have his name for most of the game so far, so...
I mean, we don't have his full name. Not really.
I mean, we have his last name, Dubois.
Yes, but there's a longer, even fuller name.
Wow, he has a fabled middle name?
Not quite.
Interesting.
Harry's short for something.
Well, yeah. Let's have him appreciate it, I guess.
People in Martinez tend to disagree, as do many prominent art critics and thought leaders with more nuanced social awareness than the young ironists.
Ironist is a funny way to put it.
Philip III, the Squanderer, however, with his bronze face up in the air, doesn't seem concerned about what the hoi polloi think of him in death.
Okay. Oh my god, it's an orb.
Yes, there are many orbs.
A foreign car, kept in good condition. Wow.
Right, we haven't talked to, like, one more dude that's, like, around here that's part of the lorry jam. Oh, orb down there.
Where?
Down.
Oh, I see. Ruin's full of snow. No one lives here anymore. Neil.
Damn. Alright, now go up. Follow the path you took to get here. No, not that spot. I guess you can't go that way.
Apparently.
That's crazy.
That was crazy once. Oh, I understand
They locked
why.
me in a room.
Because of the
Yeah.
crates are like stairs.
Oh, right, okay. Now keep going down. Maybe not that way. Maybe go around. There you go. There he is.
I got an orb. A helpline to the company that controls the drawbridge. Wow. Another orb. Hot air rises up from the sewer. Sour, acidic, and strangely comforting. Everything
Gross.
is good here. I don't believe that, but okay.
You see a Samaran street vendor surrounded by a motley assemblage of goods. When he realizes you're looking at him, his face breaks into a wide, welcoming grin. The name Sileng is embroidered over his breast pocket.
Happy shopping, officer! Everything's cool here.
It gives you a thumbs up. What's so cool or just leave now? What's so cool?
Everything's cool. The goods are cool, the customers are cool, the place is cool. And one more thing, officer.
From out on the bay, a cool wind gathers. It sweeps into the city, tugging at the textiles hanging around the stand. Some distance away, the sound of a tin can clattering across the street can be heard.
You're very cool. Bang, 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 bang!
He makes both hands into finger pistols and fires a few finger bullets into the air. Really? You think I'm cool? I'm not cool. Whether I'm cool is unimportant. I have police questions for you. No, really? You think I'm cool?
Oh,
Touches my
yes!
fingers together.
You got style. You got personal style. You know what you like.
He surveys his consumerist kingdom with an air of satisfaction.
You like premium menswear. Look around and browse. Everything looks cool on a guy like you. Take your time.
He settles back into the pile of boxes he's sitting on.
Don't be distracted by the flattery and funny man act. Questions.
But I do want to be distracted by it. Where are you?
He's delightful.
Yeah. Where are you from? What's your stance on drugs? Proceed to give you some money. Let's go from the top, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Me? It's a boring story, officer. Who cares about the past? I'm all business now. All revolution.
This man probably comes from Seaguy, sometimes known as the Apricot Suzerainty, an archipelago in the Samaran Isola.
You're from the Apricot Seasonarity, right? But you're not a local, are you? Or better not to mention. Sounds good. I'll get back to business then.
Suzerainty.
Okay. I feel like it's not good to just guess, even if Encyclopedia just knows, you know?
I mean, 2 feels a little more othering, though.
Yeah, you're right. I guess we'll guess, and if we're wrong, we're wrong.
See, guy, apricot suzerainty. It's all the same to me. It's all cool. I'm interested in sales. Go ahead, let's make one. Super high quality, friendly prices.
He gestures to the boxes. Okay, cool. That went nowhere. What's our stance on drugs?
Drugs? I don't go in for that, officer. Drugs ruin lives.
For a moment, he's unsure how to respond.
Unless you're into drugs, of course. In which case, drugs are excellent. Mwah! Tasty, tasty drugs.
He kisses his fingers. I'm super into drugs. I actually don't like drugs, or we can just proceed with the lorry driver thing. I feel like I have to say one or two first before we proceed, but I'm not sure
Yeah,
which one.
of course.
I'm torn.
I mean, look at Harry.
You're right.
That's very cool. A lot of the coolest detectives do drugs. Sadly, I don't have any drugs on sale, or at my home, or on my person.
He smiles. I love that we can say two right after.
That's cool. Especially after you already said you're into them. All the coolest detectives in the movies do drugs. And I'm very conflicted about it. Still, no drugs here.
He smiles. I'm glad we did that. Okay, anyways. We're looking for a lorry driver who's transporting drugs out of the harbor. He or she is in this traffic jam.
That's even cooler. You investigating that and all. But, I am not a lorry driver. I'm just a street vendor. I don't know anything about that.
But you are a lorryman. Another driver has identified you and your lorry.
Who said that? It's the fat racist, right? I bet it's him. He has an agenda against me because I'm an immigrant who works harder than he does. He's a hater.
This is true.
So you admit you're a lorry driver?
No, I just said I work harder and he's an asshole.
He stops to think.
Realizing he can't get out of it. Smart man.
Okay, maybe I'm a lorry driver too. A little. But that's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job. This is my dream.
He spreads his arms. So you forgot to tell me? So you're embarrassed to tell me? Stop squirming. What do you know about the drug operation at the harbor? Soothing. My source tells me you're the one transporting drugs for the Union.
He probably wouldn't be. I'll say this right now.
Yeah. I'll go for 2. You're embarrassed?
No, I just forgot. It's such a small part of my life. It's in the rear view mirror now. I'm climbing out of that hole. With ingenuity.
Yeah, okay. What do you know?
Nothing. I told you. I'm not a dumb guy. I don't get involved with that crowd.
And what crowd is that?
Crowd? You know, the drug crowd.
He doesn't want to talk about them. He's afraid.
Who are you afraid of? You're wasting my time. No, I don't feel like getting in his face about it right now. If you don't know, then I'll tell your employer you've been selling his stuff. Nah, I don't care. What are you afraid of?
Look, there's bad people doing bad things here. That's all I know. Please don't get me into this mess. I've spent 15 years working my way up.
He looks around and lowers his voice. If you don't want to get into this mess, raise your voice. You have to give us a reason to move on. Or buddies, help us out. No one will notice you. I do like this being a contrast of what Sulung did, but I don't want to do that, if that makes sense.
No, that's fair.
It's a nice foil moment, though. But yeah, no one needs to know it was you, like...
It's a she, okay? The other drivers call her the lady driver. You're better off staying away from her. The way they talk about her, she's no lady.
He whispers and then shakes his head. Who are these other drivers who talk? Who's the lady driver, the old woman back there? Dazed out, strange. Okay, it seems like we can ask all of these because 3 is... Okay, we're cool now.
Yep.
From the top then, who's these other drivers?
All of them. I don't know. I told you all I know. Are we cool now? I really want us to be cool now.
Who exactly is talking about this lady driver of yours? The racist or the other one with the tattoos?
He points north.
All of them. Even the ones who've left. I don't hang out with them. I don't remember who has tattoos.
That's fair. Okay. Is the dazed out lady the lady driver?
I don't know. Maybe. If she is, I haven't gone near her. I don't get involved. I told you.
It could be. She was strange.
Yeah. Okay, we're cool now.
All right. I scored. Let's cap this off with a purchase. You can walk away from here with funky sunglasses, detectives. Both of you. You deserve it.
I would love to walk away from there with funky sunglasses, but he's not back to his usual self. Who? Odds went up higher. Let's see if he can get
We
even.
could push them even higher.
Yeah, come on, chat. Give me a cute little boost.
Ah, shit.
Hmm.
Wrong vote.
Ah. It's fine.
Crow, if you're still here, vote for inner left. Damn.
It's fine.
It's fine.
You don't know what to vote for. It's okay. I might be
It's okay.
to redo it.
But as a heads up, this is a blue skill. Blue is intellect. Purple is psyche. Red is physique. And yellow is motorics. So
Basically match the top colors with the thing to vote up for, I guess.
yeah.
Yeah. It's okay, Crow. Just remember match color. Thumbs up. But I could redo it, but there's quite a bit of a cooldown. So let's just take our odds. We can retry it later anyways if we fail.
It's a white check.
Bloop.
No need to
Damn.
beat this one up. Just tell him what you want.
You. I want your money. Now. Oh boy.
Oh, okay. But why, officer?
He stops, his face suddenly serious. Because I am corrupt. I don't really remember how it works though. Being corrupt, I mean. I don't know, it was just the only thing I could come up with in my head to ask you. I need to get money somehow. Too beckons to me. It's too honest.
Ah, yes. Money is very important.
The street vendor nods, dead serious.
Are you trying to ask for a bribe? If so, you're not doing a very good job.
He looks at the vendor.
Sorry, detective.
The man grins as if the entire incident is already forgotten. That's fine. Okay, we'll look around, thanks.
And we can look around.
Man.
There are clothes inside. Cheap second-hand clothes, smelling of strangers' body odors.
Damn, didn't even get washed first.
They didn't get laundered.
Don't be shy. These are premium class clothes. Good quality fabrics, best retro design. Save the economy with your style, officer.
Okay, let's browse.
You find your hands deep in tattered and faded garments made from weird polyester blends that make your body itch and sweat in all the wrong places.
Nice.
Texture
Economical,
hell,
but
got it.
also trendy. Look first hand, buy second hand. Keep the economy moving.
Let's take vendor shots. Find something worth salvaging from that pile of rags. I mean, it's worth a try. Why not?
Yep.
Something cold grazes your hand. Synthetic and sleek. A windbreaker. Surf, it says, but also wind, summer, 100% waterproof, and sport. All in different typefaces.
Amazing.
Practical, and yet it may deaden your senses to the world around you. Possibly because of the awful typeface.
Thanks, Shivers.
Good choice, officer. Mega sporty. And it's only $4.50 for you, sir.
I would love to, but I don't have 450 right now. I guess leave for now. I'm sure we can buy it later.
Yeah.
You see two lowly, defeated speakers, thralls, slaves basically, perched atop them like conquerors surveying the land. A pair of found, durable wear sneakers, ultra serious.
I can see you with taste for luxury, officer. Can't keep your eyes off those sneakers?
He says, inspect the sneakers or inspect the speakers? I imagine we could do both, so,
Yep.
sneakers first.
A pair of Faun Ultras. The design is impossibly sleek and simple. A futuristic silhouette with a sleek monochrome colorway, a jet black upper, and a silver-lined midsole.
Those sneakers, mister. Those sneakers are the latest Faun sneakers. Super air, super fine, super cool. Only 50 real.
And street vendor intones.
Only? That's madness.
You know, we definitely don't have that kind of money. Let's look at the speakers.
These once respectable speakers have been conquered, reduced to a mere prop by the indomitable Faun Ultras atop them.
No, don't look at the speakers, officer. Look at the sneakers. The sneakers are the stars here.
The man points to the footwear. But I already looked at the sneakers. What about the speakers, though? Doesn't anyone want these? Want those poor speakers? Poor little speakers. Pat them. Okay, well, I have to pat them.
No,
Of course.
don't pity them, officer. These are old Samaran garbage. Don't even look at them. Check out these super cool, fun ultras instead.
Don't pity them is crazy.
Samaran trash. That sounds like they're from the Samaran People's Republic, produced under the dictatorship of the proletariat.
Can't I just buy the sad conquered Samoran speakers?
No way, officer. These aren't for sale. They're bad speakers. Low-fi socialist junk.
But I need some speakers. That's why I want them. I think I might be the lo-fi socialist junk myself. You're right, I don't have time for junk. I lead a luxury life. No. He's definitely some lo-fi socialist junk himself.
Oh, for sure.
No, officer. You're a high-class policeman who accepts nothing less than the best. Lucky for you, I've got the best on sale.
You don't know what I am. I don't even know what I am myself. Pause. I want the speakers. Wait, what if I do deserve more than a lo-fi socialist sound system? No. He wants the speakers.
Well, if you want them...
He pauses for a moment, calculating.
But see, they are the pedestal for my sneakers. If I let go of the speakers, where will the sneakers go? I can't leave premium lifestyle sneakers on the ground. If, on the other hand, you wanted to buy the sneakers too, I could maybe throw in the speakers for little extra. 50 cents?
Okay, good to know. Okay, well, we need more money for that.
Yeah, definitely more money.
And we could probably sell some bottles now that I think about it.
There's gotta be.
It's here,
Oh.
great. A gateway to the river of filth. Well, so true though.
There's gotta be more bottles around though.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't mean we can't sell what we currently have.
Fair.
Orbs.
Orbs. I think you can interact with that.
Roy's
No.
Pawn Shop.
No, it's
Fast
not.
cash for faster times.
I was gonna say maybe you can interact with the dumpster, but no, it's not high level. But there is a box behind Kim that's highlightable.
Yep. Don't know what I just took, but
It's a recyclable.
okay. Water lock out of order until Wednesday, 7:15 a.m. Okay.
That's tomorrow.
I can't read it. Water sign down, probably. Butter sign down.
Butter sign.
Poor butter sign.
Poor butter sign.
A crumpled billboard reading, Samaran butter soaks in the canal. Two ugly lines mar the bright countenance of the blonde boy depicted.
What is Samaran butter?
Whatever it is, the boy on the billboard seems very happy about it.
Fair enough.
Goat milk butter.
Ooh.
Samaran terrain makes it easier to raise goats than cows. and the local goat farmers produce high-quality meat and dairy staples that add variety to other nations' diets.
Kind of surprised I've never seen like goat milk butter before.
I feel like I have.
It's an acquired taste.
Fair enough. Let's see if you can get a boost for this one. Blue.
It's blue, so intellect.
Yippee.
Yay.
Just some
Damn.
tasteless advertising at the bottom of a canal. No use rubbernecking now.
Damn, okay.
Shucks.
That's fine, I guess. The jam mystery. Guess I can talk to this guy. I merged, so what's next to him?
A couple of indicator lights are missing from this control panel. Loose wires dangle from the now vacant holes. In the middle is a lever. Beneath it, a small metal plaque. This panel usually closes the waterlock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal. But there's a crashed salmon and butter sign in the way. Pulling the lever probably won't do anything.
Well, I might as well pull it.
Pull the lever all the way up until the metal clicks against the contact pins. You hear a soft clunk. Then, nothing happens.
Well, we could push it harder. It's right there.
Follow your
happens. A cold gust of wind blowing in from the sea interrupts the silence of the situation.
Lieutenant hums to himself while staring at your activities. Well, I guess we'll release it.
A spring brings the lever back to its original position. You still need to close the waterlock to get across the canal. Some other way. Wasn't there a sign over there saying functionality will be restored on Wednesday morning?
It would be funny to just pull the lever again, but let's not.
G'day to you, officers.
Hi.
A burly man hangs out by the waterlock, carving up a generous serving of salami with an old hunter's knife. His eyes are fixed on a man stranded on the other side of the waterlock and on an enormous billboard that has fallen down into the canal between them. His posture is relaxed. Despite his powerful build and a knife in his hand, this man resorts to physical intimidation only infrequently, if at all.
First things first, what are you doing here? Man on the waterlock. Do you know what caused this wreckage? Point out the smash billboard in the canal or just leave now. First things first, I guess first.
My friend Barry the Butcher is stuck on the other side of the waterlock. I'm keeping him company and eating his salami.
From the corner of your eye, you see a man in a yellow shirt and grey overalls waving at you from across the canal. He seems disappointed about the wreckage on the waterlock and the salami.
Very good stuff. Anything I can do for you, officer?
Well, share the salami. Duh. The man on the waterlock picks the skin off a slice of a salami and takes a sizable bite. Do you know what caused the wreckage?
I wasn't here to witness it, but those look like tire tracks on that sign. Weird, huh? Then again, plenty of daredevil drivers in Rivershoal.
The words "daredevil driver" sound ominous to you.
Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything around here. Especially a waterlock. The rest of the coast is closed off till then.
Was it the lever that does nothing? Point at the control panel next to him. Do you know what's further down the coast? Can I have some of that salami point as food? Right back. Well, can we? Can we have some of the salami?
Sure thing.
He cuts off a slice of salami.
Want
Hell
some
yeah.
too, officer?
He turns to the lieutenant.
Why not?
Lieutenant ponders the offer for a moment, then decides to go for it. He takes a slice of salami from the minute cheese on it. Fuck yeah. A little salami as a treat.
Little salami as a treat.
Yeah. Kind of surprised, yeah, he was willing to share. I guess.
This guy's actually really easily missable. I missed him on my first playthrough.
That's fair. He is just right there.
Mm-hmm.
But what's with the lever that does nothing?
It's supposed to operate the water lock, but as noted, it's all junk right now. Disabled because of the blockage.
Why is it disabled?
Safety measure. Turns out the panel needs a special key to be reactivated. Wouldn't want anyone moving the water lock with debris still in the channel.
That's fair.
It'll be restarted on Wednesday morning.
He nods.
Want to do the honors when the time comes?
Oops. He nods his head towards the control panel. Do I ever nod enthusiastically? We'll see. I'm not all that into manual labor. Well, they gotta nod enthusiastically. Like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Just drop in on Wednesday if you want to see the water lock at work. They say the canal crew will be here at 7:15.
He gets a fresh slice from his salami.
The coast part of the map is inaccessible until the 3rd day.
Noted. Go it's further down the coast.
Well, there's the fishing village, an abandoned fish market, a bizarro church. Not much use to the congregation, though. There always seems to be something wrong with it.
He thinks for a moment.
Yeah, not really much else. Just bombed out ruins.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, bye. Thanks for the salami. Very kind of him to share.
Now. Oh, you can interact with the dumpster.
Huh? Oh, I see. I'm not used to dumpsters being that shape in my
gloves.
defense. Wow.
Let's see what the gloves do.
+1 electrochemistry. Cigarette-stained fingertips. Gasoline-stained fingerless gloves in navy blue. They've been worn threadbare, but being made of wool still provides some warmth and comfort. I mean...
Sure.
Why not? Fashion. Pawn shop. Orbs.
Lots of orbs.
Some kind of machine. Antique cash register. A bust of a woman. The block simply says DEI. In the dark, a film projector is whirring away. Mostly military wear with a few more eccentric fashions thrown in. Yeah.
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps.
Let your gaze run over the streetlight. Is that a streetlight? Where do you get this? How much for the streetlight? There's nothing else you know about the light. Well, I guess sounds like you can go from the top then.
The light pole has been carefully cut, and the wiring has been redone and attached to a standard indoor plug. The light buzzes faintly, but persistently.
Is that a streetlight?
Yes, officer. As you see, it's in perfect working order.
Why do you have it?
His manner is casual, but his speech is careful, measured. He wants you to know that he has nothing to hide.
Where did you get it?
It was brought to me to be altered.
We are not here to investigate the theft of city property.
He leans in so the pawnbroker doesn't hear him.
You have to admit it's rather clever what he's done with it.
He pauses studying the light. Does Kim want the light? How much is it?
700 real.
Damn.
A bargain, I dare say.
Are you out of your mind? There's one just like that on every corner. Yeah, just take them down yourself. Even taking into account the risk of obtaining the light, that seems a bit steep. 700 sounds about right. I imagine it wasn't easy sawing off the street lamp. It does seem a bit steep though, even with the risk.
There's also the matter of rewiring. but the most important transformation is the light's placement among ordinary indoor fixtures, which has adjusted its morphological field. The light became suitable for use inside the home just a few days ago.
Well, there's nothing else you need to know about the light.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags, others yet in bright blue uniforms. All are stern and unyielding in their duty. Try to find something pretty and cool here, then use it to win her back.
Win her back? Definitely want to start with that one.
Yes. Buy something nice. A figurine.
Alright, well, might as well just do this in order to inspect the knights on horseback.
Big men on big horses, clad in lamella armor and carrying flintlocks, the kind that would mow down a line of enemy soldiers in the blink of an eye.
Point at the knights on horseback. Who are they?
Franco-Nigerian knights. I used to be very serious about these guys.
You would, Kim, but he looks at the dusty figurines in the dim light. He would.
He would.
A long, long time ago.
Inspect the blue uniforms.
They're not all blue. These figurines also wear gold coats and caps, complemented by orange trousers. They are variously posed, wielding swords and rifles with bayonets.
Gold coats, caps, and orange pants. That's a look, alright. Wait, this guy looks like Renee, the old guy who's playing, Pétanque.
Pétanque.
Pétanque, right? But also point of the blue finger rings are these royalist soldiers. I imagine I could probably ask both. Maybe?
I think they might be mutually exclusive, but...
It's kind of same idea, though. Let's point out looking like Renee, though.
This is what the loyalists looked like, yes, at first. Then they wised up and got camouflage.
He inspects the figurine. Okay, then are these royalist soldiers?
Which ones? Ah, those. Yes, they are. I find the paint job a bit gaudy, but children like the bright colours indiscriminately.
The man appears from his glass box. Children do like bright colors indiscriminately, though, yes.
Yeah.
Let's inspect the figurines in rags.
This set of soldiers isn't meant to look impressive. A few have rifles, but most of them carry pistols. Some even shovels and tall sticks.
Looking at the figurines in rags. Are these even soldiers?
You're probably talking about the revolutionaries, yes? Yes, they are soldiers. Revolutionary soldiers.
The man behind the glass answers.
I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win.
And it's meant to give people hope, even we can do it. The contrast is meant to be disheartening, as if it ought to be. Is it possible to win against the cohorts of capital? Ask my friend Gart, whose pitch it made me. I wish you were more nuanced. As it stands, I cannot comment.
One is the communist option.
That's what I thought it might have been.
Maybe.
He seems to have his own take on the conflict played out in perpetuity by these toys. Might be interesting to find out what it is.
Dig up a truly cool figurine in the box under the table. Well, we might as well try, but maybe with a little bit more of a boost from chat. It is yellow.
Motorix.
Yippee.
Why? What's this? A headless man riding a horse? A headless man wearing futuristic tracksuit trousers that say found.
What is this? Show it to the shopkeep.
Oh, that's the headless phone rider.
Who? Of course, not knowingly. Both are good for different reasons. Of course beckons to me most, though.
Follow
There's
your
been
art.
a lot of interest in that particular figurine. I had to hide it so it wouldn't fall into the wrong hands.
He doesn't elaborate on these wrong hands. It's unlikely that he ever will.
I've heard about it. I've heard the headless phone rider ride the headless bull.
Lieutenant studies the tiny figurine in your hand, and he says with amusement.
Yes, there are several competing versions of the story, but I believe this figurine is a more canonical representation.
Look at Kim, then back at Roy. Sorry, what are we talking about again? Great question.
The Headless Phone Rider. It's an urban legend about a man who rides the streets of Revachol sporting a fawn tracksuit. As you see, he's missing his head.
He points at the decapitated figurine.
50 cents. Bargain price. I'll throw in the tiny cap too. I think he's looking for it, or something. That part of the story has many interpretations.
And I feel like we need it.
We do. She'll
Did I
love it.
mention that this figurine is supposed to be lucky? Always carry it with you.
He grins. Okay. Step away from table.
It will definitely win her back.
Yeah, sure. Okay, I think that's everything we can interact with besides the guy.
It's not often that I see officers from the RCM in my pawn shop.
The man on the counter turns to you slowly.
What can I do for you?
He asks.
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop.
I mean mood. But sorry I feel...
Autistic paradise, frankly.
So true. Sorry I feel like I'm interrupting you. Shake your head. It's shameful how insufficient the police presence is in these parts. Now that the RCM is here, tell me, have you had any trouble lately? No, I do feel like we're interrupting him and his staring at the lights.
Oh no, not at all. I guess I haven't had many customers lately. RCM or otherwise.
He flashes a smile.
Who are your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travelers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake. People who are terminally bored.
That's a mood.
As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from.
Not quite the collection indeed. Look around, typical...
Vacuous.
Vacuous, that's certainly a word. But consumerist objects... Honestly, I think some of your selections are, press your finger to your lips, more tasteful than others. This business plan is all over the place. You should specialize, zoom in, recapitalize. I don't care. It's his shop. Like, torn between 1 and 3.
Fair.
Guess I haven't had chat give input in a while for like actual poll options, so I'll go ahead and put that up right about now. Boop. Still wish I could give chat more than 15 seconds.
No, yeah, I understand.
The consensus is not quite the collection indeed.
It keeps me entertained.
His attention is drawn once more to the play of light and shadow on the walls behind you. You know what, that's fair.
Entertained? He might be high. If he is, on what?
There's something I like to sell. Is Roy high? And if yes, then what is he on? Oh boy. We might be able to aid our investigation. By the way, do you happen to have any guns, like the ones carried by officers of the citizens' militia? I have other business to take care of now. Leave. Okay, we could probably just do this in order then. I'm not sure we actually have anything to sell, but...
Let me have a look.
I'd like to sell my clothes. I have a fascinating photo of a corpse here. Show him the photo. I'll check my pockets since your pawn menu. I don't have anything to sell though. I'm like, gotcha.
We can sell like various odds and ends.
Yeah. Probably is what the pawn menu is for.
Mm-hmm.
I do want to show him the photo though, just to see what would happen.
Oh, no. I don't like those kinds of objects. No sale.
He barely even looks at it. Do you know what the tattoos mean?
Aphotic paths, counter-radiance networks, anti-magnetism. It's darkness. That's all I know. Sell me something lighter.
He frowns. Okay, how about my clothes?
I'm not purchasing any more clothing at the moment.
He looks you up and down quickly.
And especially that tie. It swallows photons around it. I have no need for necrotic objects.
Suddenly his gaze fixes on your tie. He steps back from the glass. Damn.
Your mother is a
Calling it a necrotic object
I'm
is really
fun.
funny.
Look at me sparkle in the light of the projector.
Not the your mom joke from the necktie. Okay, I'll check my pockets.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Oh, we need the empty cassette case. Well, I have to keep his handkerchief. The postcard.
We could sell it.
Might as well. Yippee. The photo of the couple.
Let's hold on to that for now.
Yeah. I do think it's funny that we could sell it. But
We need to give this to Guard.
yeah, I do find it funny that it is here in the pawn menu though. You should keep that. We literally
and then we
just
have to
bought
hold on to
that.
the bid. Yeah.
Hi Crow, it's time. For real. Thank you, Crow. Double pats because you're evil. Okay, sure. Because, you know, evil people give me really nice art in the morning.
Well, now I'm nosy.
It's just the pride your character here thing. Crow finished the Saku one.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You should post it in the, Wonderland server, Crow. Gasp, Marvel's next.
Gasp.
Okay, don't have anything to sell at the moment, though.
Another time, perhaps.
Awesome. The strange tie incident added to the check. You're being dragged to go eep. Okay. Eep well, Crow. Thank you for the extra stretch and hydrate before you depart. I appreciate you many muches.
Yay, head pats.
Yay. Well, let's do this. Check. Is he high? Probably. But what?
Most likely.
Okay.
Damn.
He definitely is high. Whatever it is, you've probably done it, and many other things besides. But you can't cut through the jumble of sensations to get to the answer.
Damn.
A guarded man like him wouldn't tell you if you asked out loud.
Yeah. Fucked up. Well, anyways, you might be able to aid our investigation.
I doubt it, but I can try and answer any questions you may have.
Know anything about the recent hanging?
I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery. Bad for business. Bad for everyone.
Fair enough. Well, that's all I got.
Pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed on the dancing colors.
By the way, do you happen to have any guns?
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back.
The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another, alert.
Wait, I sold you my gun? Was the buyer placement too? At least now I know how I lost my sidearm. Let's talk about something else now. I sold you my gun?
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserving of a service weapon of the Revachol Citizens Militia.
He hesitates. Oh dear.
And I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Off the charts photon emissions. The unhealthy kind.
He's not telling you the whole story. It seems he's trying to spare you.
I feel like there's something you're not telling me. He probably has a good reason for that, drop the matter. I feel like we should know, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You weren't quiet yourself, officer.
He looks away. What was I like?
You were very distraught. You said the gun was a threat to your life and that you can't trust yourself with it tonight. And that you need the money. When I said that I don't normally buy firearms, you put the gun barrel in your mouth and sort of sucked on it. Then I agreed to take it.
You sucked on a gun? Good. Very normal.
Yeah, normal's the word for it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Pain Threshold.
Very normal behavior. You must have been in great shape.
Thanks, Composure.
Thanks, Composure.
Wait, how much did I sell the gun for? How much did the best of us, I guess? I really should have killed myself, maybe I soul one of these days. Oof. I'm so sorry you had to see me in that state. We don't have to talk about it any further, say nothing. I mean, I am curious how much it was sold for, but I think that's very besides the point. How much to the best of us, I guess, does beckon to me.
It's some shit you would say.
It is. I'll say it.
It certainly does. Especially in Revachol.
I love that he went along with it. Was the buyer a policeman too?
She didn't seem like a policeman. Although she kept referring to herself as a pig. Which was odd. I found her interest in the gun a bit obsessive. But I was just happy to get rid of it. And of her.
Fair.
Truth be told, she was terrifying.
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm, issued by the Citizens Militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with it?
The lieutenant turns to you.
Miraculously, his face does not reveal what's happening inside.
There's only one explanation. She must be one of my rabid fans. Maybe she's a vigilante, wants to prove she can do her jobs better than we can. I don't like it either. What if she intends to commit a crime and blame it on the Citizens Militia? I'm sorry. I'm sorry I sold my gun. I mean... Sorry.
Yeah, it's not good. I do hope we manage to clean this mess up somehow, while also keeping our focus on the murder investigation.
Sorry, wife.
This mess.
Sorry, wife.
He means your mess.
Yeah, any idea where I can find the buyer?
My apologies, officer, but I have no idea where she was coming from or where she went.
That's fair.
A needle in a haystack. There is nothing you can do about it right now. You'll just have to hope Everard wasn't lying, and the Union can track her down in time.
Have people from Everard Claire's Union come here to track the gun?
Maybe. Shady-looking guys came in here yesterday, looking like they'd just taken off their Wild Pines overalls. They asked if I have a police weapon to sell. I told them I already sold it. They went their way. It was a trip, but you know, all sorts of people come here, asking for all sorts of things.
Maybe Claire really is tracking down your gun.
Lieutenant's eyebrows raise slightly. Well, at least I now know I lost my sidearm.
Of course.
don't think there's much point about asking the missing gun again quite yet. Well, bye. That was exciting. Let's see what cans and bottles we currently have.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents. Your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money appears with a satisfying jingle. You're a richer man now.
Yippee, $1.30.
Do you know what you should do with that money, kiddo? You should buy more alcohol. Enter the endless cycle of consumption.
I don't think we can afford alcohol with our $4.97, but... Not checking right now anyways. Can we use this door? No. Let's deliver the comically large check.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Don't want us to forget about it. Oh, I got a thought. Woman's hand wrote yesterday's menu. Today starts in a man's handwriting. It only starts in it.
Can I help you?
About my bill for tonight.
Got the 20 real?
I have this giant novelty check.
You must be kidding, right? Yeah, good one, officer. Real funny.
He says of the large novelty check, baffled.
But this establishment only takes cash. Now, do you have that cash, Mr. Novelty Check Man?
Freight, near the gates. They'll exchange it.
Okay. Not yet.
Why are you wasting my time? And yours?
Well, I didn't know you wouldn't just take the check. Because you gotta go cash it out.
Yeah, we gotta go to Frit.
You were just there, man.
I know.
Do we just talk to her?
Yeah, we do.
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything.
She puts down the magazine. Alright, you normally read that.
Oh, right. She puts down the magazine.
This is our first female this stream, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Anyways, need to exchange this novelty check for cash, please.
Wow. I didn't know you worked for the union, sir.
She rolls up the giant novelty check, looks like she's seen it before, and slips it under the counter.
Anything else I can do for you?
Blow the whole thing on speed and gin right now. Speed and gin. Great combo. Ask some local dealers, maybe.
Anyways, bye. Okay, let's go pay the thingy.
Yeah.
It's quite amusing that she's just used to the novelty checks. It's like, yep.
Mm-hmm.
Can I help you?
Okay, about my bill.
Got the 20 real?
Yes, for real.
Good. You got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another 20 real tomorrow.
Okay.
Alright. Now that that's covered, we could talk to the union guys over yonder.
Mm-hmm.
Or we could go back into the bookstore, because I think we, invested another point into the thing we needed.
Maybe.
In order to bust the door down. And failing that, we haven't really been in the apartments at all.
True.
And we gotta kick Kuno's dad's ass.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of little oddly shaped trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked.
I'm just gonna ask for a boost room check, because we already failed this like twice.
Our track record is pretty bad, yeah.
Yeah, which is really funny, because we've cleared things that we probably shouldn't have, but this...
Mm-hmm.
At least it's funny.
I'll be impressed if we fail this.
Yeah, with 83%, but who knows? Oh, thank God.
Let's go! We still get hurt, it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
You smash into the wood and see a small crack appear
And
in
we
the
leveled
door
up.
frame.
Yippee.
It's going to take one more try to break through to the other side. But you've done it.
You're not thinking of trying again, are you?
Lieutenant stares at you as you stand there, silent and brooding. Smash on the door again, wordless. Smash on the door and shout, fuck the system. Smash on the door and shout, freeze dirtbags. Smash on the door and shout, hands up now. Smash on the door and shout, fuck Eric.
I mean...
Yeah, I had to do that one. It's
the funniest one.
For sure.
Oh my god, wife.
Ah.
This place.
The lieutenant stares at the dusty training equipment. It's an adventure. It's another world beyond the veil. Looks like a gym to me. No idea, Kim, but my head hurts. My head hurts bad. We gotta tell wifey it hurts. Maybe they'll give us a kiss on the forehead to make it better.
I
We
wish.
don't have to explore an abandoned gym, you know? Besides, no one's been here in ages. I doubt the electricity still works. Good thing we have a flashlight on us. Don't forget to take it out of your bag before we move on.
An eerie feeling rises in your chest.
What if there's a reason why no one's been here in ages? We'll just keep going. I'm sure it's just a regular abandoned house. Nothing mysterious here. Now, what if there is a reason?
Yes, because it's closed. No need to look for supernatural explanations where a banal one will do. Now let's move on, shall we?
What should we level up?
Visual calculus.
Okay. Do we have a flashlight?
And then... Yeah, we do. In tools.
Ah. Yippee.
Yay.
Sand is dripping from a punch bag. Well. The buzzer says... Sidious...
Sidious Fortis.
Could not read the rest of that in time. That's fine.
The rest of it has worn off, I think, is what it said.
Something like that. Worn out wall bars. They look unsafe. We should climb them.
That's the replacement ball for Patent.
Ah. Yippee.
A barbell lies on the floor. The color has worn off its weight plates. It's 60 kilograms. Your triceps hum at the sight of these weights. Show the world what kind of beast it's dealing with. Lift them. There are no collars on the barbell. This is a safety hazard. Why does it feel so familiar?
Is this familiar because I'm a weightlifter? Look him. It's a trap. There's no collars in the barbell. Lift the barbell. Well, let's get a little bit of a boost and then we can do that. I feel like we have to try. You gotta at least try.
Yeah.
20% is fine. Aw.
Oh. Ooh, we need to get healed.
Yeah.
Raised it off the ground, but the barbell feels wobbly and dangerous. Your hands slick with sweat. Turns out you're no beast, just an old man with bad form.
Fuck you, you stupid barbell. Seems like I'm a little out of shape. Or maybe these gloves just suck. Whatever, weightlifting is for the intellectually impaired anyway, or say nothing. Fuck you, you stupid barbell.
Lifting was never my favorite.
Oh. Lieutenant is obviously handling you.
At the station gym, I mean. I prefer running. It clears your head.
Lieutenant steps away from the barbell, letting your recover in peace. No, is this one because I'm a weightlifter?
No, it's not that. It's the stale smell of rubber, the squeaky sound of sneakers, your bruised knee against the mat, and a whistle. Then the feeling is gone. It's just a memory.
Look, Kim, it's a trap. There's no collars on the barbell.
You're right. The weight may fall off. Better not touch it then.
What kind of a bastard would just remove the collars? It should be a felony. Actually, I don't really care about safety hazards. Both are funny, but the second one is funnier.
Follow your heart.
No one does until they get smashed under the barbell.
Yeah, you're right. Anyways.
Anyway, take a little magnesium.
Yeah. Oh, stairs. Yeah. A thingy. The hallway is blocked by old window panes and debris. It sure is. Wow, more thingies. A large demijohn full of strange liquid. Wild animals stare at you in the dark, stuffed and mounted. Airship rotors covered in spider webs. They remind you of blades. A naked mannequin torso, a strange yellow color. Ew.
Money!
Yippee. Blue velvet, soft to the touch. Moth bitten.
Oh.
Let me get it. No. Damn it.
I think you can walk
This
back there
appears
and
to be
reclaim
some kind
that
of
thought.
machine, a cube-shaped heart and a wired framework. The keyboard has a rectangular on-off button. A piece of paper still hangs from the printer.
A radio computer. Just sitting here without anyone inside.
Says the lieutenant, watching you circle around the machine. He sounds surprised and a bit cautious. Do you think I should turn on the machine? Step away. I'll ask Kim first.
We have one of these down at the station, but I never really learned how to use it.
Okay, well that's not saying no, don't turn it on, so...
The machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber, revealing fluorescent play and print keys on the keyboard. The hatch on the machine's central compartment is wide open.
Let's look inside the compartment first.
It's empty like a beehive without its brood. Some cables have been left dangling, disconnected.
This is where the memory should go.
Lieutenant notes, observing the machine. Okay, well let's play.
Nothing happens.
Damn. Print.
Nothing happens.
Press play again.
Nothing happens.
Okay.
We'll come back to this later.
I'm sure you will. Let's try to get that thought back. But where are the clothes that it used to display? Good question. Scribbled across a notebook. Developers of the most advanced RPG in the universe. Amazing. I did notice the door over there, but... Ew.
More money!
Yippee. Ew. There is so much to explore up here. Skates with slipstream printed on the laminated top layer. Steel rotor blades bearing a slipstream logo. Production schedule, filament memory. Oh, okay. I know where this is going. Kind of.
Yep.
At least I know where that goes anyway. Anyway, I can look at this.
Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles, sketches, and schemes like some ancient cave mural. Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there. Photos and drawings have been pinned to the board.
Inspect the drawings. We'll just do this in order.
These lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types of welkins. You make out autumnal candle welkins, casting wax-based magic.
Interesting.
Translucent welkins, with organs shining under their skin, and even ether welkins, hailing from the vast emptiness of sidereal space. Who are all those creatures? Fantasies of a tortured, feverish mind? One of the welkins, towering among the rest, appears to be different, however.
I don't care. Step back is really funny, but let's examine the welkin. This is important.
It's Vara Hamira, a high welkin, his face white and scarred like cracked marble. This is clearly a welkin supremacist. The note says, all non-welkin races will be purged.
That's nice.
The Haldor, the Twarg, the humans, and even headless men, all of them, purged. Imagine a world filled only with welkin, green welkin, dread welkin, and the high welkin to rule them all.
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little welkin creatures.
Why would anyone spend so much time on this? Who are these creatures? Who drew them? Are they real? I have so many questions. Whisper, one of them is a welkin supremacist. Well, this has been educational. Let's move on from the welkins. Okay, I could probably do this in order then.
Yep.
Why would anyone spend so much time on this?
Some people really like building a world, I think. Even if it's just for a game.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who are these creatures? Are they real?
Looks like concept art for a project. It's not really real.
One of them is a welkin supremacist.
Political commentary. That one has a great beard, too.
Lieutenant nods to the welkin's facial hair. Well, that's been educational, thank you.
Just look at those details. So much effort.
And for what? All gone.
Inspect the photos.
The photo collage depicts barren, icy landscapes wrapped in perpetual night. You see permafrost and glacial landforms, dead trees grown in under the snow. Entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. There are pictures of settlements on dried up riverbeds, abandoned in a storm. Animal corpses in the dark, carcasses and bones. You see primitive oil rigs built into glaciers, boreal dvorg, yurts under the snow, great mammoth-like beasts of burden. Albeit dark and cold, this vision also feels cozy in its own way, like eggnog or morphine, a much-needed respite from our own world.
I guess the top two comforts in the world, eggnog and morphine.
Of course.
Two very similar items.
A pinned postcard
Famously
reads,
similar, even.
The heat death scenario. A desperate fight for geothermal energy engulfs the world as Wirral becomes untethered from its sun, drifting through the universe.
Inspect the schedule.
This is a monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic words like sprint, daily minimi, and GPI span the marker-drawn grid, the grand scheme of production and money. Minimi stands for a mini-meeting. It's part of a bigger framework for managing work called RUN. Station 41 tried to implement it a few years ago, but failed.
Keep reading. What happened?
As time goes on, the numbers in the boxes grow rarer and rarer. The board becomes an empty snowfield in the final days. Only failure and regret dwell in this region.
Looks like they didn't make it.
Lieutenant looks at the frigid ice field of nothingness.
A note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard says, "See the prod schedule filament for details."
Well, good thing we found that. Inspect the notes.
The handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out 3 slogans: "Call in, tune out," "Wirral untethered," and "Heat death of the universe." Outside, a cold wind wraps the building in its bosom. Snowflakes in the wind. An old woman passes what the locals call the doomed commercial area. She tries hard not to look at the bookstore windows. It's unwise.
Fascinating.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys shine on the keyboard.
Let's insert the production schedule.
Like a smooth draw, the filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking.
Well, I guess you gotta press play now.
A bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. The static gets louder, slowly filling up the abandoned hall, until a voice speaks out, crackling and old, cutting into the air.
Good afternoon. Fortress accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule?
What's the production schedule? Why did you call me Fortress Accident? What are you, a machine, or are you alive? That's all for now. Press off/silent. From the top then. What's the production schedule?
The filament you have inserted into the reader.
You mean that glowing thing I put inside? Ah, right. Thanks for the explanation. The glowing thing?
Yes. Is that the production schedule?
Yes, I don't know. I swear I haven't touched anything. Well, yes? Question mark?
Good. Please repeat the password.
A password? I'm really bad at passwords. Can you give me a hint? Is it my birthday? This is the police. Please open this thing. I don't know the password. Now, can you give me a hint?
No.
Okay.
A hint system is not part of the protocol for repeater stations.
Damn. Is it my birthday?
Still no.
Damn. This is the police. Please open this thing.
I am contractually obliged to protect the privacy of the filament holder for Fortress accident. Without filing a warrant with Lintel, I cannot give you access to this filament.
The voice recites.
I'm afraid we are not doing that, unless we want to wait for a month.
Now, can you please repeat the password?
The voice in the machine asks again. She sounds cold in the damp air.
I don't know the password.
Received. I will register this login attempt.
Don't worry. Passwords have a way of turning up sooner or later.
Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
Well, why did you call me Fortress Accident?
Fortress Accident is the company on whose name the terminal you are currently using has been registered to.
Do you have any other information about this company?
One moment.
You hear her flip through through a catalog before she reads out with studious care.
Fortress Accident ASCII produces revolutionary interactive call-in radio games. That's what the catalog says.
And what's that? This interactive call-in radio game?
Any other questions?
The static drowns out her response. You hear her ask when the connection finally improves.
Damn. Anyways, new machine?
Yes, I am alive. I am 74 years old and my name is Yvonne.
She repeats passwords. Programming people are all paranoid.
The lieutenant whispers into your ear. Damn, he's whispering into her ear.
It's a little intimate.
Yvonne, my partner, tells me that you're here because radio computer guys are all paranoid. Okay, but where are you? How do you know where I am? I'll go for the first one.
They are merely cautious. It's my job to protect their filaments as a password repeater at the East Insulindian Station.
Says the old lady.
Okay, but where are you? How did you know where I
I
am?
work as a repeater at the East Insulindian repeater station. It's my job to know where you are, Fortress Accident. As for me, well, I am sitting in my cubicle, surrounded by a wall of radios.
Some static, then.
On an island on the river Esperance, a small woman, all skin and bones, sits in a room filled with audio equipment. Thousands of tiny lights are reflected back from her prescription lenses, like stars in the dark. Doesn't it get lonely, sitting there all by herself?
Doesn't it get lonely doing this job?
Lonely? Why would it get lonely? I get to talk to people all day.
For the first time, you hear her chuckle through the rustle of static.
That's why she does this.
Now, please tell me if there's anything else I can do, Fortress Accident.
Let's try the password for the production schedule. I don't think we have that yet, so...
Yeah, no. Not
That's
yet.
all for now.
Thank you, and goodbye.
The old lady's voice disappears along with the static.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys shine on the keyboard.
Should I remove the production schedule? Or just leave it?
Yeah. Hold on to it.
Okay.
The filament slides out of its glowing nest.
Wrong button.
This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker, the mesh spreading over the stone like blood vessels on alabaster skin. It looks ghostly and strangely ancient. A diagram for summoning some time-forgotten being. The symbols seem very esoteric.
What am I looking at?
Radio frequencies, it seems. UKV 123.6, UKV 123.7, UKV 123.9. Some written notes, too. Sparse and cryptic.
Radio frequencies for what?
Unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced.
So we're dealing with something medical here. This must be an elaborate piece of art. Both can be true. I'll go for 2, though.
It's slightly funnier.
You think so? The web is comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red heart, titled The Game Master Frequency. A note says, this one can listen in on any station it wants.
Wait, who's the game master? If it's a game, then who's playing?
I think you can ask both.
Probably. I'll go with the first one, then.
Someone very important. The leader of a massive on-air game built by these people.
Okay, who's playing?
Whoever decides to call in to a call-in station, it looks like. All of this is gone, left unrealized. There's no way a little basement studio working here could pull anything like this off.
My God. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became.
The lieutenant leans closer, his finger tracking the maddening rhizome. Why do you say that?
The schedule. I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding.
He nods at the calendar on the chalkboard, wiping his marker-stained fingers clean. What else? Squint at the lines.
Nothing. It's just lines on marble. An echo from times long gone. No one has used the fireplace in ages.
Oh. Hi, wife.
Yeah, wife.
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace?
Looks like an undercover counterintelligence program. It's just a failed business. The only question is, what the hell were they making? No time, let's move now. Probably not one, probably two.
Probably two, yeah.
Yeah. What were they making?
Yes, that is the question.
The lieutenant takes a step back, steepling his hands.
It looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games. Only these people were trying to automate it, make it work on radio computers.
Utter madness, he thinks, as a compliment.
We could probably ask all of these.
Yep.
How are they planning to do that?
Through call-in stations. None of the players have to be physically present. Anyone in the world can participate in the game, as long as they have a two-way radio.
He nods at the fireplace.
Then there's the game master frequency that listens in on the smaller call-in stations. I think that was supposed to coordinate the stories, functioning as a master of ceremonies of sorts.
His fascination has swept aside other concerns for the moment. He's a little hooked.
Has anyone ever done this before?
Not to my knowledge. They make automated games in Grad, Messina, Königstein. You know, places with industry. But I don't think anyone has attempted to create an inter-isolary game before. We just don't have the technology.
And this was a role-playing game?
Indeed. Those Welkins are a dead giveaway. Role-playing people love that stuff. The world looks like a modified version of the WeWorld board game, with hit death thrown in.
He points to the chalkboard. What do you think happened to the company?
No idea. They stopped filling out the schedule on the chalkboard.
Wow.
Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but...
Lieutenant tilts his head, thinking. They were insane if they thought they could do this. It was just a play to cheat money out of investors' pockets. The world is cold and lonely. This would keep it company. Let's finish it. Ooh.
He does seem interested, so maybe he'll be down for 3.
Yeah. Let's say it.
It's too late for that, I'm afraid.
Aww. A half smile breaks out on his face. He says, looking around the derelict room. The pipes howl.
That wasn't enough.
Yeah. The pipes howl and a rat crosses the floor. Gasp, a rat.
Rat.
Hopefully the room they're in isn't rubber.
Okay, let's keep moving.
He concludes. Door.
Door.
Ew.
Gasp.
Money and magnesium.
Yay, together at last.
You see a terrifying ice bear with a strange compartment in its belly. The door is covered in frost, and the bear's eyes are glowing red. The bear looks oddly realistic. Is it taxidermy?
What is this thing? It looks like a giant ice bear. Crack open the door. Let's ask about it first, then we can open.
The lieutenant doesn't answer. His eyes are glued to the animal. A sharp slice of light shines out from its mysterious belly door.
Well, let's open it.
A gust of freezing cold air rushes to greet you. You hear a low grumble as the bear regulates itself. This is the inside of a refrigerator. The lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand has found the holster of his gun.
Yeah, relax, Kim. It's just a fridge.
Of course, just a giant ice bear-shaped fridge.
He relaxes his hand, his face bathed in the harsh light of the open fridge door.
Let's take a look inside.
Okay.
The shelves are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name, Revachol Ice City. A handwritten note has been attached to the door. The fridge is huge.
Fucked up that it's empty. Let's do this in order, taking the note from the door first.
You pocket the note and the little fridge magnets keeping it on the door.
Yeah, the magnet's wonderful. Let's examine one of the ice cream wrappers.
A friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane wrapper. It looks nothing like the fridge.
What is a giant bear-shaped fridge doing in an abandoned cellar in the first place? Great question.
Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge.
The lieutenant reaches for one of the wrappers. He studies it in the light. So they tried to sell ice cream from this hyper-carnivore?
I know. What an unfortunate marketing choice.
Says the lieutenant.
What is even worse, the bear is still costing them money to this day.
The lieutenant points at the red snaky cable running from the fridge.
The fridge buzzes with energy. The electricity bill on this thing must be catastrophic.
No. Fascinating. Orb. The wall collapsed.
Orb.
It's inaccessible now. Fair enough. It's just this.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black. Looks like this furnace has a face, and it's a face of agony.
Could probably do this in order. So, Kim, what is this thing? Is it a furnace?
Looks like it. Looks like an old central furnace used to heat the building. It's connected to the chimney.
He opens the door and gingerly peeks inside.
No one has used it in ages. No signs of any recent fire. Only dead rats.
Damn.
Aww.
Let's look inside.
It's dark and grimy here. In the darkness you can hear chatter. It's coming from above. A voice or several voices talking to each other. Near the smoke chamber, upstairs.
What are you doing?
Lieutenant asks when he sees you climb halfway inside the furnace. I am hallucinating. I hear the murderer of the hanged man talking. I'm not sure, Kim, but I think I can hear someone talking upstairs. I like that you can just say I'm hallucinating. Full stop. That's it.
Yeah.
3 though?
Yeah.
Wait, really?
He looked.
Should investigate. See if someone's upstairs.
He looked up at the ceiling. Smear your hands with coal?
Sure.
Why not? It's right there.
A lush layer of coal now covers your skin, sinking into the wrinkles. Your hands look ancient. You feel the spirit of Ramut Karzai, ancient hero of Grad, pulsing through you. All that's left is to cover your face in war paint.
Smear your cheeks black with coal, or no, let's not express ourselves. Let's just wipe our hands clean in our pants. What's your wisdom?
I don't know, man. I've never done this
I see.
interaction.
Let's just wipe our hands clean.
Yes, how grown up. The furnace agrees.
Thank you, furnace, I guess.
The lieutenant seems relieved as well.
I'm pretty sure kicking it with our foot will hurt us.
Okay. Damn.
So we can try that when we have health to spare.
Yeah. Yep.
Or
An ice cream maker, defrosted and plugged.
or
The flashlight casts a strange shadow. There's a hidden doorway here. Ooh.
ooh.
Two rusty rifles are hidden above the piping. They look inoperable. Interesting. Someone has stuck some busted guns beneath the ceiling.
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see in.
Just do this in order, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Where are we? Look around the secret room.
Seems like an old bunker from the revolutionary period. Look at all those rifles. Must be an old weapons cache.
He points up at the rifles under the ceiling. Look, there's a hole in the wall. Shine light on the hidden compartment.
There is, yes. And there also appears to be something inside the hole. Interesting. Do you want to take a look?
Okay, I do look inside. No, you do the honors. Back off.
Do we want to do it, or do we want to let wife do it?
I want to give him the option to, at least. You do it.
Sure. Okay, here's some more rifles. None of these seem to be working, and... No!
He nods and steps closer. His hand reaches in, rummaging in the dark.
An old Belmagrave rifle. That's rare to find in such good order. Seems to no longer be functional, but still rare. Here.
This should cheer you up.
It's yours, officer. You found this place.
He hands you the gun. Well, could the murder weapon we're looking for be similar?
It's the same type of weapon, yes. A breech loader. An interesting coincidence that we should find something so similar. But I'm afraid our search for the real murder weapon must continue.
And what does this mean? Rifle here.
It means there are firearms, albeit inoperable, still lying around in Martinez. It's an interesting coincidence, I would say. Might come in useful in the future.
He likes this find.
Okay.
I love when Kim likes things.
Same. A broken Velma Garver from ages past. It's a 4-shot bolt-action military rifle with a wooden frame. Well, I guess that's...
I saw that the check with our bullet seems to be available again. We could try and do something with that. So go back into your inventory. Interact. And then the bullet at the end of the first row. Yeah.
The bullet is still safely sealed away in a plastic bag bearing the RCM stamp.
Oh, because of the rifle that really increased the odds.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just go for it.
A rifle, Revolutionary period. Your bullet looks to be an old 4.46mm from the surplus left over from the turn of the century. Probably an antique or a retrofitted antique.
Make?
The 4.46 caliber was widely used with the Belmagrave rifle, a Revacholian manufacturer. The BM dominated the battlefields of the Insulindian theater of the anti-centennial revolution 50 years ago. Incidentally, you have just such a rifle with you, the dusty old thing you found hidden in the basement below the commercial area. It's unusable, sadly. If it were, the bullet would probably fit the chamber.
Is anyone still making these rifles?
No, but Zeliger, a major firearm manufacturer, ended up with a surplus after the war. So there are still a lot of these old military rifles floating around, usually broken. The quality was appalling.
Uses Belmagrave rifles these days.
Antiques enthusiasts, guerrilla fighters in distant countries, a few lucky jamrock bangers. You're looking for the same thing you found in that hidden weapons cache, only in working order.
What are you thinking? Bullet?
Lieutenant jotted something down in his notebook. I think I know where this came from. Dangled the bag thoughtfully.
Okay. And?
The shot probably came from a Belmagrave rifle. I mean, I have some ideas, but I can't be sure. No. One.
An antique. That makes sense. There can't be many breech-loading rifles floating around in Martinez, or anywhere in Ravachol, really.
Why not? That's probably a good thing. No, why not?
Sure, there's some arms trafficking, but the laws prohibiting the use of breech loaders we inherited from the monarchy have been effective, from what I've seen. Some new RCM recruits get impatient with their muzzle loaders once they've trained with military-grade weapons, but they realize it's worth it in the end.
Prohibiting peacetime law enforcement to front-loaded rifles is a policy enforced by the Moralist International in all the nations of the Real Belt.
Worth what, getting shot? I think we should have more powerful guns. We're the law. Makes you consider every shot. I like it. We're between 1 and 3. A little more
Fair.
3.
Follow your heart.
Okay, makes you consider.
Imagine if everyone, cops, citizens, had access to firearms that could shoot multiple rounds without pausing to reload. After the first shot, the second, third, and so on come much easier. But back to the investigation.
Seems you're looking for an antiques enthusiast. Could the victim have been mixed up with some foreign guerrilla fighters? Have all armed jamrock bangers started crossing over to modern days? Yes, something mysterious is afoot with this antique bullet type. I kinda wanna say 4 because it's a little stupid.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Mysterious? Okay. Either way, we'll know when we find the gun.
He shrugs. Correct, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yippee.
Yippee.
Frozen ice cream maker that's still running. Can we make ice cream? Ooh.
Healing item.
Hell yeah. Let's go kick that thing.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black. A hollow ring. You feel something in your chest, an unnatural pressure.
Oh.
It's spreading to your left arm, your jaw.
Maybe
I didn't think it would hurt that bad.
Maybe I should have saved first before going to kick it.
Maybe. Let's hope we have an autosave.
I'm guessing this is bad.
Very, very bad. This is the end bad.
Let's try to remain conscious for wife.
All you feel is pain and weakness. You have to surrender now. We all do. It gets so dark. You don't even see her face. Like you always thought you would. You only see pain and fear.
Damn.
Cop suffers final heart attack. A detective lieutenant of the RCM passed away yesterday. His death, though abrupt, did not come as a surprise to those who knew him. He was the heaviest drinker I'd ever met. Captain Ptolemy Price, the deceased superior officer, commented, "That ain't easy on the ticker." He loved his liquor, sure, said Detective Chester McLean, friend and colleague. But I think before he ever had a heart attack, his heart was broken. According to an official statement given by the RCM, the officer was on the brink of solving a murder case.
Damn. I mean, that's not too far off.
Alright, while you go do all that again,
Okay.
I'm gonna
What do
be
you
right
think
back
is
and go
going on with
piss.
that computer?
Okay.
The fireplace. No, that's not. It looks like one of
Utter madness, he thinks.
True calling tenders.
His fascination has swept.
Not to mind, but I don't think True calling tenders the game.
His fascination has swept.
Indeed, those Welkins are dead. No idea. They stopped feeling. Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but it's too late for. Okay.
You see, the bear looks oddly realistic. The lieutenant doesn't answer. A gust of freezing cold air rushes to greet you. The lieutenant takes a...
Of course. Let's take a look inside.
The shelves are empty. All you pocket the note, a friendly cartoon bear.
Good question. I know. What is even worse?
The fridge buzzes. A thick layer. Looks like this furnace has a face. And
looks like it. No one has used it in ages.
It's dark.
What are you doing? Wait, really?
A lush layer. You feel the spirit of Ramut Karzai. Yes, the lieutenant seems relieved. few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment.
Seems like an old bunker. There is, yes. And there also appears to be something inside the hole. Interesting. Sure. An old bell mag.
This should change.
It's yours, officer. It's the same type of weapon. Yes, a breech loader. It means there are fire.
He likes this find. The bullet is still safely sealed away in a plastic bag. A rifle. The 4.4. Incidentally, no, but antiques infused.
What are you thinking? Okay. And? An antique. That makes sense. There can't be many breech-loading rifles. Sure, there's some arms, some new arms.
Prohibiting peacetime law enforcement to...
Imagine if... But back to the investigation. Mysterious. Okay. Either way.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
I just finished catching up with everything.
Two cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear fridge, and the black one to the ice cream maker nearby.
I mean, is there any point in us unplugging either of them?
I think unplugging the ice cream maker will help us at some point.
Okay, might as well unplug that then.
Something close to you dies with a soft electric purr.
Why did you do that?
It's black. It's not like it's the red one, because it's black, the color of immeasurable cosmos. I don't know why I unplugged it. I do think it's not any reason. I mean, mostly that, yeah.
Yeah.
The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say anything. The electric distribution board now has one cable missing.
We could plug it back in, good to know, but I'll just leave that alone for now. Intercom wires running into the breaker box. I see. Insane mesh tank top.
Yes. That's a shirt.
+1 drama, clinically insane. Where did you even get that one? No, really, who put that on the drawer? No further comments. Wear it at your own risk. I mean, can't really see it that well with the jacket.
Yeah. But like, it's kind of a look.
Yeah. Oh.
Yep. And I think we can just go back in through that way. I don't think we interacted with that box.
With a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
Wow, there is so many. Jesus. I'll just go from the top, I guess. Might as well. Main hall, building A.
An off-key melody starts playing after you ring the doorbell. Then a woman picks up the receiver.
Ah.
Kuno, please stop calling here. Grown-ups don't have time for your stupid games.
This is the please open the door. Sorry, I was just trying to get a doorbell, so I didn't have anything important. Might as well be honest. She doesn't respect us anyways.
Please don't do that. Doorbells are not toys, and this one isn't even working properly. Please don't call us again. Thank you.
A single beep indicates that the line has gone dead.
Okay, time to press the next one. Andrew Orlando Hair SCA.
You ring the doorbell, but no one answers.
Them. Or Tamiteps boxing for young athletes in gym.
All you hear is static, but no one answers the call.
24-hour window.
You ring the doorbell, but nothing happens.
Miss Fashion Atelier.
Wait for a minute or two, but all you get from the call box is silence. No one answers the call.
Febron's taxi, the rest has been burned off.
Looks like someone has melted half the plastic off with a lighter. The doorbell doesn't work anymore.
Boo. Slipstream SCA.
You hear static from the intercom speaker. It sounds as if someone has picked up the receiver, but isn't saying anything.
Hello, is anyone there?
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric.
This is a woman's voice, crackling and fragile through the static.
Have you come to place an order?
Hold on, Tricentennial Electrics. I thought it was calling Slipstream SCA. Here's this, I've been inside the building, but I didn't see anyone from Tricentennial Electrics. This place is deserted. A lie, yes, I've come to place an order. Sorry, I don't actually have any business here. Guess I'm more interested in the first one.
Fair.
My God.
The lieutenant exchanges a look with you.
Sorry?
It's you. My God. I didn't think I would hear your voice.
Thanks.
It's a woman, and she knows you. Your heart beats faster.
Oh dear.
No, something's wrong here. Are you sure she's talking to you?
Do we know each other? Who are you? Where are you? Stand-up straighter. Yeah, it's me. Here I am again, crawling back into your life. Hello. Desperate much number 3. I'll go for number 1. Do we know each other?
Michelle, just please.
She stops and you can hear her breathe heavily, her breath distorted by ancient static.
Sounds like a ghost. Wind blows through your clothes and you feel detached from your surroundings. Inside the building, a cold memory hangs.
Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care.
She sounds like she's shaking.
Michelle, my name's not Michelle, I'm Harry. Hold on, tell me what's going on. What did I do? Of course I care, it's just that I've been going through some tough time. No, let's clarify, even if she's a ghost.
Ever since I came to work here, it's different. As if my mind's been wiped clean.
A spot of static overrides her words. When she speaks again, it sounds like she's submerged.
It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to finally forget.
Forget about what? Or listen, I'm going to hang up now. No, I'm too curious. Forget about what?
She sounds like she's about to cry. The cold is deep under your skin, as if you were talking to someone who's 100 years away. Somewhere inside the building, water is flooding the cellar floor.
Hello? Oh god, please don't cry. Hang up the call. I feel like 2 is a little more on brand for Harry. Yeah. Oh god, please don't cry.
He doesn't answer.
Hey, are you still there? You said it was so nice. What's so nice about forgetting? That's a deep question. But you still there?
Silence. The only thing you can hear now is static and waves washing ashore on the bay.
What just happened? I get it. You don't want to talk to me. No one ever wants to talk to me. Fuck. Hang up the call. Alright, it's a goodbye then. Hang up the call. I feel like 2 will hurt her morale, so, what just happened?
Another seagull passes by. It's getting cold standing here, staring at the silent call box.
I don't know what happened either. We should probably stop playing with this thing.
Lieutenant inspects the doorbell. Alright, it's goodbye then.
You press the number sign on the keypad that terminates the call. 12 name cards on the call box read.
Good to know we could try that again. Time for a fortress accident.
Silence. No one's home at Fortress Accident.
Marshall Ice City.
Silence. No one answers the doorbell.
Main hall, building B. Rolling in rags.
Nothing happens after you ring the doorbell. They don't want to talk to you.
Yeah, that's fair. East Delta Pinball, entrance from building B.
Silence. No one answers your call.
Damn. Empty card.
This button looks new, but someone has removed the name card. Nothing happens when you try to ring it.
Huh. This button looks new. It's probably not connected yet.
He takes a step back, inspecting the other names on the list. Fair enough. Okay. We'll try.
You don't want to try the check again?
It's at 28%.
Yeah, and?
Okay, fine. Let's get a little cute boost from chat first.
If we fail, we can always come back and try again.
True. Well, that bumped it up to even, damn. Okay.
No.
Nope.
Hold on. The last thing you need in your life is more hysteric emotions. Forget it. Find something else to do.
Okay. Oh, thank you, autosave. I was about to do a normal save. I'll still do that normal save too, but...
Of course, of course.
I want to take a moment myself now. Now that I'm in the middle of doing thing in game.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to throw up the BRB screen?
Yeah.
Okay. Be right back, chat. Don't miss us too much.
Mm-hmm.
Meow 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 meow.
Meow 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 meow.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
What should we do next?
Apartments.
Right.
Or okay, maybe go to the body? Interact with him?
The man is decomposing visibly now. Every hour, he looks less like a creature and more like a pile of intestines.
So true.
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Damn. No dice.
What were you hoping for?
I was hoping that we would be able to put the body in the fridge. Cause that's had... I need to remember what tree leads to that happening. Okay, so we've like locked ourselves out of that.
What needed to be done differently?
We needed to fail a perception check.
When
doing the autopsy. But we should be able to get his boots if Kim is not with us. So he leaves us when we go to bed.
Yeah.
So we could get the boots that way.
Yeah.
Problem solved.
Yeah, that's what I thought you planned to do.
That's fair. It's just usually my playthroughs don't go very well.
Fair.
So I end up having to fridge the body.
Fair. Scrunches you.
Smile.
Okay, anyways.
Apartments, yes.
Yeah.
So in case you've forgotten how to get to the apartments, basically go around the bookshop.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I
the left.
thought.
Yeah.
Hello. Did I get stuck on the bush? Fascinating.
Oh yeah, the little place with where like the apartment courtyard is also where we need to like open an apartment door too. Oh.
The book is titled Man from Hamdall in the Wildfire.
Ah yes. So yeah, this should serve multiple purposes. Because we also need to... Oh, yeah, there it is. We also need to talk to that slutty man that we talked to on day 1 again.
Chairs and tables eaten by rain and rot. Yeah.
The door we need to, like, open, is to the right.
Another splattering of bullet holes on this wall. Oh, what's this?
Gasp.
Let's use that, honestly.
Yeah. We also have a new clothing item.
There's a closed door, but you look at it suspiciously. Beautiful. Okay, anyways. Clothing item. Fashion, baby. Orange bum hat. +1 reaction speed, but -1 rhetoric. Bum brain. An orange beanie with a couple of big ass holes on the side. It looks like it might have been used as a mask during an armed robbery. Looks very... yeah. I'll leave it on, why not? These barrels are half full of rainwater. Makes sense. Okay, just down here then?
Yep.
This must be it. The basement door is weather-worn. The copper nails holding the upholstery in place have turned green from sea air, and there's a knocker shaped like a lion's head.
That's probably the door Efrat mentioned. We still need to get the key from this manana first, though.
Ah.
Oh, right.
Okay, well. Oh.
The spread pattern of these bullet holes makes your chest ache. Your breath grows heavier. More old bullet holes. Half a century at least. From the revolution.
I imagine could probably... or... they might be...
We can do both.
Okay, let's examine closer then.
You peer into the faded marks in the stone. They peer back like an endless row of tiny black holes. Sweat starts trickling down your brow.
This is bad mojo, man! Fucking horrible mojo! The end draws near!
Thanks, Necktie.
Your chest feels tight looking at them. It's closing in, caving in, ever tighter. Your breathing grows even heavier.
Well, good thing I used that healing item.
Yeah.
You okay there?
Lieutenant's sudden voice cuts like a blade, bringing you out of the stupor. Breathe out sharply. Huh? Yeah, I'm fine. Man, I started feeling really bad for a second. Yeah, fuck it, let's be honest with wife.
Might be the after effects of your past escapades. What are you looking at?
What's with all these bullet holes?
Remnants from the revolution. These are over half a century old.
Lieutenant looks at the wall. So no crime has happened here. Is there something we should do about these? I feel like we'll probably ask both, but maybe not.
I don't remember.
Is there something we should do about these?
No, we are not constructors and renovators. And these bullet holes do not warrant an investigation.
Fair enough. Okay, but what can you tell me about the revolution?
Not much. I don't have a fresh perspective on it. Should we go?
Fair enough. Can't argue that. What's this door? Probably nothing.
That'll get us into the apartments.
Should we go in then?
Yeah.
Okay. Eviction notices and missing pets are plastered on top of each other. This box is filled with cleaning chemicals. Smells of laundry detergent. Oh my god, glasses. +1 logic, balancing the books. -1 authority, filthy boho, probably a narcomaniac. These flip-up sunglasses were fashionable in the old, but have since lost their popularity. Their thin gold alloy wire frames are a reminder of drug-addled bohemian artists. These days, the glasses are only favored by organized crime accountants who desire to look cool. Well... it's definitely a look.
Cover girl.
Someone has drawn a 5-pointed star on the wall.
Enter that door. Oh boy, money.
Yippee.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says, number 11.
Knock. Examine the padlock. Let's knock first.
No reply.
Yeah, I figure so. Good. Examine the padlock.
It's a solid lump of metal, but the shackle is deeply corroded. A solid pair of chain cutters would make short work of it. Better whip out those cutters. You won't get very far otherwise.
Yeah, okay, let's get that in hand.
Let's also equip the garden gloves, because they increase our interfacing.
Okay.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A
Yippee,
number
72%.
Number 11. What are you doing?
Oh.
You're trying to cut the body of the lock with the chain cutters, and it's really not working.
I believe it's the shackle you mean to cut, Detective.
Lieutenant points to the corroded loop with a gloved finger.
He's just trying to help. Don't take it bad. Relax.
Don't you think that's what I'm trying to do? These chain cutters are broken, Kim. Yeah, it's the chain cutter's fault, Kim.
Perhaps you should give it another go.
Okay.
The shackle snaps like a twig, and the lock falls to the floor with a little thud. It should be possible to enter now.
After you, Detective.
I love wife.
I also love wife. Scare our morale while we can. Anyways. A flamboyant poster of a white star. Real lithography. Photos of revolutionaries posing with guns. Books of critical theory on the monstrosities of capital and such.
A plaster cast bust depicts a middle-aged man with impressive sideburns. The name on the plinth reads Kraz Marzov.
Could probably do both. Why does this titan have a bust of Kraz Marzov in their bedroom?
The white star, the photos on the wall. I think we have broken into the apartment of a young communard. How fitting.
He looks around before mumbling to himself. Father Marzov, the hero of the working class. Salute the statue. Well. I imagine we do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoever lives here definitely shares your enthusiasm.
He leans closer to inspect the photos of the revolutionaries on the wall.
There aren't many communists around. Not after the revolution. Some youth still keep the ideology going, it seems.
Revolutionaries love to pose with their guns. Boy. Ooh, +1 conceptualization. Summer plans. A classic white summer jacket loved both by the Sarumerian Communist Party and the accompanying subtropical drug traffickers. It fits you well, regardless of your political ambitions. I mean... It's a look.
Cover girl.
Let me see.
That isn't just a five-pointed star. It's an inverted white pentagram cradled in a wreath of antlers. The iconography of communism, in other words.
You might as well inspect the symbol closer, but also an old shoe rack, boot sneakers, and old slippers. Wow.
The star and antlers was developed in the 6th decade of the last century and quickly adopted by Mazov and the communards during the revolution. Even today, half a century after, the star and antlers retains the ability to evoke hope, disappointment, and fear in equal measure.
You could probably ask all of these. Why is the star upside down?
To symbolize the toppling of the old order. Also, some social democrats were already using it.
Fair enough. What's the deal with the antlers?
The wreath of antlers represents a natural crown. It was about building a society that could exist in accord with the natural world, and at the same time above it.
Why white?
Because white is the color of peace.
What does it evoke in me?
Gone. Gone is the glory of hope. Only the scribblings of impoverished students remain in dirty hallways.
Cool. I'm just gonna get my morale a little bit.
We find so much magnesium and like it's fine if we burn through some.
Yeah. Maybe.
A shabby door hangs oddly on its hinges, secured to the doorframe with a safety chain. An unpaid energy bill is attached, threatening to cut off the electricity. It's addressed to Mr. Uno Doroita.
Looks like we found where Kuno's dad lives. Point to the bill on the door. Not quietly. I use the cutters on the chain. Let's look at other things first before we take this on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we could just barge right in.
It's the bathroom.
These shower curtains are covered in some sort of slime. That's nice.
Ew.
Ew.
Money! Yay.
Alcohol.
Hell yeah.
Okay, I guess that's everything in here.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine there's more stuff to look at around. Ooh. Door number 9 is locked. Fair enough. Oh boy, a postcard.
That's another thing we can sell.
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10.
Fuck it. Let's knock.
The walking stops abruptly, but no one comes to the door. You can feel tension on the other side.
Well, let's knock again. Why not?
A poor communard, from the looks of it. The room is barely bigger than a closet.
That's not what that says.
This time the steps come closer. Who is this? Demands a female voice, wary and tense.
This is the police. Open up.
Do I have to open the door?
You hear the clacking of her heels again as the other side walks right up to the door. Her tone is now getting a defensive edge.
Do you have a warrant? I'm not obligated to open the door if you don't have a warrant.
Let's go. We don't have a reason to get inside that apartment.
Lieutenant says. Okay. Person jump scare. Apartment number 8. Their mailbox is overflowing. The graffito says, a firing squad for the rich. So true. Oh, that all counts as a tool. Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
This crumpled up postcard depicts an open-air market in the Boogie Street about 5 years ago.
It's just Boogie Street.
Okay. A vendor smiles as dead roosters line his stalls, hung by their feet from canopy. Red blood flows onto the muddy street. Blurry shadows of people pass. That's a very morbid postcard.
Yeah.
A note reads, foreclosed by Martinez Realty Associates. Oh, balcony. Meow. Oh, hi, girl.
Bottle.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I guess
Oh.
you can't pick
I don't have the bag, I don't think. Yeah, I don't have the bag.
Well, you can... There we go.
Oh, stick the whole thing. Okay, anyways,
That's crazy.
the door's locked, he can't get in. Above, tarps flap in the wind, forgotten hammers and nails rest. Well. Okay. Someone's been sleeping here recently. Cindy? Probably. Enough cold to last for several winters. Smells of chemicals. Fair enough. Oh boy, jeans.
Ooh. That's how we get a thought.
What kind of thought?
thought.
Yes, that's really funny. -1 reaction speed, but that's fine. Although these jeans look worn, the wearer must have had an ass given to them by the mighty Lord himself. That beautiful peach-shaped man-ass has imprinted itself so deep in the fabric, you can't but wonder if wearing them would start molding your own vague rear side into a more shapely form as well. Well...
The pockets of these new jeans are perfect for sticking your hand into. Makes you look cool, calm, and collected. As your hand enters the pocket, your fingers brush against something, soft, yet crinkly.
Oh boy, take the item out.
Hey, it's a chewing gum wrapper.
Ah.
It reminds you of the fruity juice of apricots. You should inspect it closer if you have time. Something about the wrapper's texture is familiar. Not familiar in a good way, you might say. There's pain in there somewhere.
Fun.
Let's sniff that wrapper.
Ew, $5.
Ooh.
But okay, let's take a sniff snuff. A gleaming chewing gum wrapper found in the pocket of the laborer jeans. It gives off an ever so faint scent of apricots. Your mouth starts watering.
There it is again. The scent of apricots with a touch of cinnamon. Smells like the end of some distant summer. The surface of another planet, or some ancient temple.
Hi, Relix. When we going to the disco? Well, eventually.
The disco's dead.
So true. I imagine I could probably do all of these.
Yep.
Ancient temple?
Yes, from the height of antiquity. A long, long time ago. Millennia ago. On an island of time you can never return to.
End of summer. The disco is dead? Time to panic at the disco. Oh dear.
The sun sets into the sea, but the water does not boil. Instead, it turns to liquid gold. For a moment, the world's store of precious metals seems to increase dramatically, and you are rich. There is a movement next to you, the shuffle of a small coat, warm like the evening. But when you turn toward it, there's nothing there.
Where did it go? Wait, come back. Kind of same difference.
Yeah.
Where did it go?
Why are you talking to a gum wrapper?
Take a deep, deep breath.
Bitter, citrus, sweet. It seems to grow stronger, like a glow, with every breath you take. Until a blossom of skin and flower petals erupts behind your closed eyes. Made of toffee, cream, and distance. You just had to take a dive. Feels so familiar.
Put that away. Alright, we should have used a skill point to unlock.
Yeah. We can use our next one.
Yeah, so long as you remember.
Let me double check what this thought does.
Okay. Not like we can work on internalizing it yet anyway.
Ah, gotcha, okay.
Might as well talk to her. She's right here.
Ooh, the piggies have learned how to saunter up staircases. I didn't think you could do that with hooves. But here you are.
That's right. We've evolved. You're in trouble now, little lady. Many cops don't like closed doors or unreachable perches, or people having high ground on us. I don't have time for this. No, that's right. We've evolved.
Yeah, I can see that. Cool mutations.
She crosses her arms.
That smell coming from her paint bucket. It's not paint. It's heavy fuel oil.
Is that heavy fuel oil?
Red-dyed heavy fuel oil, intended for exclusive use in government vehicles, to be precise.
He says, studying the contents of Cindy's bucket.
What did you think I was using? Aquarels? Sucked it out of a cop's fuel tank myself. Back in Jamrock.
She really did it. She's proud of it too.
Fumes are bad for you, okay? You better hand it over. That's some clever cultural commentary. I mean, it is.
It is.
Fumes are bad for you, okay, is really funny, though.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna pick that one.
Something to think about next time you're driving around in your pretty little piggy carriage.
Fair enough. Is that bed in the cool room yours?
Ooh. Not only have you found my address, you've discovered my biggest secret. I'm a coal miner.
Really? You're a miner? Don't you have a real home? It's not the nicest place, but I guess it'll have to do. Cool. I have other questions concluded. Okay, we could probably ask all of them, maybe.
Yep.
You're a miner?
Yes. I keep hoping a shaft will collapse on me, but somehow it never happens.
Don't you have a real home?
Does anyone in a city like this?
She replies wistfully, looking around.
Good point, good point.
If there's pain about any particular home she's lost, she's buried it deep, fortified herself against it.
It's not the nicest place, but I guess it'll have to do.
It doesn't have to do anything at all. Nothing does. Like me. Right now, I'm doing nothing at all.
She looks at the paint dripping down the wall.
Fair enough. Anyways.
Shoot, Piggy. It's what you do, isn't it?
Sure is. When we have her gun. Catch you later.
That reminds me, we've got to talk to Joyce at some point.
Yeah. Let's talk to this person here.
Give me a moment.
An elderly woman is leaning on her broom, her knuckles white as bone. She seems to be having difficulty breathing.
The cold never does any good for my bronchitis.
She sneezes into a dirty handkerchief.
Are you alright? Should I call a doctor? This won't take long. I only have a few questions. Let's do it later. No, are you alright? You need a doc?
I'm fine. Fine. Don't you worry about me.
She starts coughing, red spots appearing on her cheeks.
I think you need a doctor, but okay.
You're still worried. It's very worrying.
Now, what do you want from me, policeman?
She's the cleaning lady. She knows the floor plan and the residence.
Let's just go from the top. Who are you?
I'm no one. Just an old woman who cleans these hallways.
Do you live here?
If you can call it living. I have a little room upstairs right next to the coal room.
She spits on the floor before wiping it off with a broom.
What an interesting
Gross.
choice.
It's barely bigger than a closet. But I don't complain, no. I have my bed and my aching bones to keep me company. And that's all I need from this world.
She juts out her chin, eyes shining.
Sure, ma'am.
And all she gets, too. The coastal wind beats down hard on the coal room door outside. Splashes of waves make the balcony slippery.
I'm looking for Martin Martinez.
Oh, you'll find plenty of Martins here. Don't you worry.
She smiles a gap-tooth smile when she hears you mention the name.
What do you mean? I was joking. No, you don't understand. I'm looking for a real person named Martin Martinez. He told me his Martin Martinez. Yeah, let's double down.
Pea-brain. Someone played a trick on you. Martin Martinez is a name for anyone who comes from Martinez, like Jim Jamrock or Raoul Ravachol.
Oops. You really didn't get the joke there.
I thought it was obvious. Anyway, officer, we don't have the witness's name.
He stops before he offends you. How about a young male in his mid-20s, dark hair, skinny build, a smoker on the balcony? You know where he lives?
Yes, yes. I know who you mean. The scrawny boy who's always smoking like the devil, right?
She looks at the other end of the hallway.
Somewhere in the building, a child starts crying. You hear a radio tuned to a talk show and someone taking a shower.
What's he in trouble for?
No trouble, I just wanted to talk to him. Do you know where he lives? His wanted for murder is going away for life. I'm torn because 2 is funny, but 1 is honest.
Yeah, but let's stick with the honest answer.
Okay.
Talk?
The cleaning lady starts laughing, but it turns into a violent coughing spasm. She squeezes her broom, trying to catch her breath.
He lives upstairs in room 28. Go to the balcony. It's one of those doors there. He's usually home in the evening.
She points east.
Thank you. We should go check out his apartment on the balcony. See if he's home.
He turns to you. Okay, looking for the parents of a kid named Kuno.
The waiters are at the end of this hallway, right next to the communal bathroom.
Have a few questions about those apartments.
Ask away, policeman.
Okay, let's just do these in order. Do you know who lived in the foreclosed apartment?
The hell am I supposed to know? Another nut job, I assume.
The cleaning lady shrugs, her mouth puckered like a dried fig.
Is one of the residents on a vacation? Their mailbox is overflowing.
People come and go. I don't keep an eye on everyone.
Who lives in apartment number 10?
No one lives there. It's been empty for months.
But I talked to someone through the door.
Impossible. I would know if someone had moved in there.
The cleaning lady says, shaking her head. But then she pauses, eyeing the hallway.
Maybe it's those countercultural people again. Breaking into a house like it's a public space. You're a policeman. Be good and take a look, will you?
Yeah, sure, I'll take it on. I'll see what I can find.
Great. Young people. They're worse than rats. You know, always littering the hallways with trinkets and empty beer cans.
That's funny, being compared to rats. Who was behind the padlocked door?
Oh, that one is a scientist. A future scholar.
Suddenly the old lady's face is beaming.
I think he studies astrology at the community college. Education's good. I always tell them to study.
Astrology?
Something to do with all those stars around his door. He asked me to leave his drawings up on the wall.
You mean the star and antlers? I think that's the symbol of communism. Are you sure you don't mean astronomy? I mean... number 1, man.
Symbol of what now?
Communism. You know, like in the World Revolution. You know, the ones who support the working class against capital. It's an ideology, has some noble aims, but it's also just been used to justify terrible bloodshed. It's for loons have no idea how the economy works. The symbol for contributing to the demise of our noble state in the name of some made-up world of equality. Communism. It's a political ideology. Madame Pastrami Relix. Shush. Probably the one that's about the working class, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. I thought Revachol was the capital.
The cleaning lady says.
Pats her. Tell me about the man who lives at the end of the hallway.
I don't want to talk about the waiters.
The cleaning lady mutters. She starts digging for something in her pockets.
Why not?
Addicts. All of them. And sometimes I hear them screaming.
She winces.
They don't like me cleaning behind their door. Think I'm listening in on their fights.
We saw unpaid utility bills. Aren't they going to be evicted?
No one likes them in this building. It's only because of the kids they haven't been thrown out.
She shakes her head.
I don't like talking about those people.
She looks down the hallway.
Fair enough. What can you tell me about Cindy?
The artiste? Nothing I can do about her, I'm afraid. She ruins the walls faster than I can clean them. Still...
She scoffs and then leans on her broom.
She leaves an old lady to her business. More than I can say for others.
Fair enough. That's all, thanks.
She mumbles some kind of a response, then hacks something into her handkerchief.
Okay, thanks, I'm off, bye.
Alright, let's invest into a thought.
Yeah.
And let's... Yeah.
Yeah. Problem, you have found a trace of entity who's been stalking you across the plains. The Gloomstalker, the conglomeration, the shadowy organization behind your downfall, possibly connected to the dreaded X something. Granted, it is impossible to determine its true identity, but you can remember where you first smelled its treachery. Yes. Use the Tutti Frutti gum wrapper. Reconstruct the day you first breathed in her untrustworthy atoms. Amazing. Should we bother Joyce first or deal with...
There's a box.
There sure is. No. Yippee.
Oh boy. Let's handle the let's handle Kuno's dad first.
Okay.
And then let's go talk to the smoker on the balcony.
A shabby door hangs oddly on its hinges, secured to the doorframe with a safety chain. An unpaid energy bill is attached, threatening to cut off the electricity. It's addressed to Mr. Uno Dorota.
Looks like we found where Kuno's dad lives.
And the place comes with 3 months' worth of utility bills.
Well. And might as well just go straight for the cutters.
Yep.
Snip. The cutter goes through them like dead leaves. The links fall to the ground on the other side of the door.
I know there's no stopping you, but let's at least make this quick.
Lieutenant looks worried. Aw, wife is concerned. Glossy erotica covers the wall, wrinkled for moisture.
A phone book lies open on the table, covering a stack of utility bills. Right next to it, in plain sight, sits a small bottle of amphetamine, conveniently equipped with a straw. Score. It's right there, baby. Today's your lucky day.
Lieutenant, I've located the psychoactive substance on the table.
Good. Confiscate it.
The minuscule amount of amphetamine doesn't interest the lieutenant in the slightest. He listens instead to something in the other room.
Yoink.
You pocket the bottle as if it were the most natural thing in the world.
So we just leave?
Well, you're not gonna go into the bedroom?
There stinks with something sour. Oh boy. Regular black jeans.
A bundle of clothes heaped on the bed. A stained parka, some towels and a duvet. Some socks even.
Hold up, Lieutenant. Look at that pile of clothes. Slowly reach out your hand. Nothing to see here, then. Hold up, Lieutenant. Lieutenant has covered his nose. Should we slowly reach out our hand?
Yeah.
Okay.
Something underneath there is breathing. It's not too late. No one's going to blame you for backing out. You don't have to do this. Just get out.
Should we keep extending our hand?
Yeah.
Your hand touches a greasy duvet covered in cigarette burns and ketchup stains. You hear a growl. There is something alive underneath it.
Alright, well, let's pull this blanket off. It came this far.
You see a 60-year-old, fat, red-headed man passed out from large amounts of alcohol, and God knows what else. The smell of shit rises from his mouth.
That's nice.
You don't have to take him down. He's already down.
Kim, is this thing even alive? Is this Kuno's father we're seeing? Maybe we should help him somehow? Spur, take your empathy to the mean old man. Oh. Kim, is this even alive?
I'm afraid it is. Look, it moves.
He points to a plushy lump sticking out from the other end of the blanket. The lump seems to be twitching from time to time.
A groan rises from the man's throat, dry like a death rattle. He's trying to say something in his sleep.
Chat, let's increase my odds of perception. I'm nosy. What's he trying to say?
It's yellow, so motorics. Smile.
%72%. That's a red check. It cannot be retried. Okay, well, let's go.
The man groans once again,
Aww.
but his tongue keeps failing him. It's impossible to make out the syllables. A hand emerges from the blankets, trying to gesticulate something, and then falls back again, limp and defeated by sleep. A loud snore escapes his mouth.
Damn. Should we just leave? Or should we do the other things too?
Do the other things too, may as well.
Okay. This Kuno's father.
Well, judging by the color of his hair, I would say yes, it is.
The lieutenant's right. The man's unwashed hair bears a familiar ginger tone. Even the hair on his chest is coppery. The light from the window falls into his half-open eyes.
I was expecting something worse. I can't believe it. Kuno's dad isn't a loser. It must be someone else. Doesn't look like he's gonna fuck anyone up anytime soon. Yeah, 3. He isn't going anywhere.
No, it really doesn't. This looks very hard to recover from.
Lieutenant tilts his head.
This man won't be feeding his family anytime soon. Not that he was, but at least he won't be beating his son.
Lieutenant thinks to himself.
A pair of half-open bug eyes is staring back at you from the dark, empty, and frozen. It's clear that the person behind them is not awake.
Hold on, what happened to his eyes? He's gonna sleep it off. I know this shit. This is serious damage. I'm still not sure he's not dead. Yeah, I'm not sure he's not dead. Suddenly the man starts growling. 3 words manage to escape his mouth, along with the strong stench of alcohol.
Look, he's trying to communicate.
I don't want to help him, but maybe...
What is there to do? We could turn him on his side so he doesn't choke on his own vomit, but he's already on his side.
Excellent form, poor guy. Nod. I'm just gonna nod.
We could take him to Remedy or Saint-Baptiste, but he doesn't have money for medical services. The almshouse would turn him down. They don't do charity for people who are trying to kill themselves. Besides, he'll be dead in a few.
Lieutenant stops listening to him.
The pile of blankets grunts miserably.
I took your drugs.
Silence. Only heat emanates from the sleeping body.
Okay, bye, bitch. That was exciting.
Alright, now...
Balcony?
Yeah, balcony.
There we go. We have... Wow. The black jeans gives us some composure. A normal day for a normal guy. Thank God for black jeans. Everyone looks good in black jeans. Combine with your favorite book t-shirt and yellow plastic bag to channel that laid-back trash bin raccoon meets a cool professor vibe. Or do whatever you want. Just a pair of black jeans after all. How silly. There you go. Speed model. Anyways. Oh. Breaker box is full of cigarette butts and electric wires. That's nice. Ah. Someone's growing rosemary, thyme, and a cactus. This is the door to apartment number 29. Complete silence. Whoever lives here is at home. This is the apartment to number 30. Voices from within, singing along to some buoyant dance track. Just a door. Nothing for you here right now. Okay.
We can come back to that door in particular later.
Fair enough. Yippee.
Money!
Yippee. More money. More yippee. Okay. There was an invisible wall there.
This door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. Someone here really values their security. Number 28. This is where the cleaning lady said the smoker on the balcony lives.
Let's see if anyone's home. Knock on the door.
Okay, wife.
No one answers.
Damn.
Looks like the young man we are looking for isn't home. I think our best chance to catch him is in the evening.
He looks around, taking in the cold spring air. You're talking about sounds good tonight at 9 p.m. I don't think I can make it. No, sounds good tonight at 9. Oh, strange. Oh. Wait. OBS isn't capturing your audio. Hopefully that hasn't been the case for a while. It's also not capturing the game audio. That's weird. Strange. Once again, hopefully this hasn't been for a while. I imagine not for the game audio disappearing, but, not that. Well, let me see if I can get your audio back first. Speak. Hello?
Hello?
Okay, now you're being captured again.
Yay.
Let me see about the game audio for OBS. Because I can hear it fine, so... Okay. Reselecting it worked. Can you still not hear it yourself?
I still cannot, no.
Maybe I'll try restarting the stream on Discord then.
Okay. Ah, there we go.
Okay, that was weird. Hopefully I didn't lose too much of your audio.
I don't think it did.
Hopefully not.
Well, we have, like, 3.5 hours in game to kill.
Yeah.
So I guess we go to Joyce.
Yeah.
We need to let her know that Mr. Everard is helping you find your gun.
Oh, yeah. Yippee.
Yay, more trash.
Recycling.
You're back.
Good. What can I help you with?
Talk to Everett.
You have? And how did you like Mr. Clare?
She smiles carefully.
Finally, time to choose sides.
No boy. I didn't. Full stop. Is a beautiful man, beautiful and just. Everett Clare is a hero of the workers' movement. He's the champion I've sworn fealty to. He's a bloated rainbow socialist. I can do business with him, for a socialist is reasonable. It's not the champion I have chosen. I wish to swear fealty to you in the cause of capital. It's not important if I liked him, I was doing my job.
We can be honest and say we didn't.
Yeah, just... I didn't. Full stop. Yeah.
Oh, come on now. He has his uses. How else would he have stayed in power all these years? Or wait, actually...
She answers her own question.
He can have his uses, but still not be fun to deal with. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Corruption. That's how he's done it. Fantastic, Verm-like corruption, reaching into the bowels of the earth.
She looks at the ground and nods.
The position of my unusual colleague does not reflect official policy. I hope you understand. The RCM does not pick sides.
Of course. And I don't expect you to share anything he told you with me. I'm not a corrupt Verm myself. However, if you felt like discussing something...
She turns to you.
How could I stop you? Are we not human? Are we not curious to hear another person's take? It's only natural. We would only be... gossiping.
She smiles.
Tell her she'll like you for it.
Oh boy.
Yes, your disgusting necktie agrees completely. Let's gossip.
Mr. Everard is helping me find my gun.
Yeah.
Oh. That's so... helpful of him.
Her eyes become large and round.
The lieutenant looks at you, and you can swear his jaw muscle is trembling.
Oh dear.
He's able to contain the anger and surprise. When I said be wacky, I didn't mean wildly, grossly irresponsible and damaging to the RCM.
Unconventional police officers sometimes lose their guns. They then go around and tell people about this, to gauge their reactions. It's all part of detecting.
Incredible. Simply incredible. And how is it going? Has this detecting produced a gun?
Mr. Everard is helping me find my gun.
She also shook her head as a treat.
Yes.
Yes. As you said.
She looks confused for a moment.
Please, don't get him in a loop. If he gets in a loop, it will last forever. Ask him to say something else, please.
Of course. Thank you for the advice. I'm glad you are here to assist. Your other dealings with Everard are still of considerable interest to me.
She turns to you.
The lieutenant will be more lenient toward sharing those, hopefully.
Damn! You can't get in the loop. I guess when he's gone.
Makes sense.
The loop is funny.
I mean, we come back to this and just conclude for now.
Well, no. One.
Okay. The money you gave me, would that make things weird if I shared information? I mean...
Weird? Oh no. One of the positive things to come from the revolution is the unhindered exchange of information, you see, even when it comes to trade secrets. Which isn't to suggest our talks constitute corporate espionage. Even if they did, it would be fine. But they don't, since you logged the money as a donation, and this is clearly just gossip between friends.
Okay, well, I'd rather talk about something else for now.
Of course, Detective. Should something come up later down the road, don't be afraid to drop by for a chat.
She simmers down.
Until then, is there anything I can help you with?
Shucks. Well, I guess we go drop the speed off at Kuno.
Yeah, and then we could end for the night.
Uh-huh.
Staircase. Navigation can be a little finicky sometimes. I could know.
Necromancer pig? That shit was dark. Going in there like that. Oh, brutal shit. Tell me.
He says, eyes full of admiration.
Kuno dies. You're gonna pick one out of his brain like that too? Kuno's gonna go out in a hail of bullets. Gonna look like a fucking porcupine.
Kuno, please.
Porta Rosa, a side alley of the Boogie Street Spearhead. A young man in his early 20s approaches patrol officer Emile Mullins and asks for a cigarette. As Officer Mullins reaches in his coat pocket for the pack of Astra he just purchased this morning, the man shoots him point blank in his chest. Breathless, the patrol officer collapses in the gutter. His right hand is grabbing the armor on his chest. The bullet didn't pierce it, but he can't breathe. On the pavement, the patter of the perpetrator's feet growing distant. Bleed, pig, someone opens a window and says, but Emile cannot see who. His sight grows dim with pain.
I'll be there for you, Kuno. It was a good line of work for getting shot. Don't be silly. You're a kid. Answer me some questions that I gotta say the second one. I'm sorry.
No, I understand.
Pigs.
You know, there's a silence. It carries. Wonderful. I guess we could afford the pants, but I took care of the drug situation.
Alright, so you got Kuno's kilo. Here is how we do it. First, you give Kuno Kuno's kilo, then Kuno gives you half back.
He rubs his hands together.
That's how we split it. It's the best way. Street way.
Aren't you gonna ask how I got past your dad? By kilo, you mean gram, right? Alright, fair is fair, give Kuno the vial. I'm keeping it, you don't need more drugs. You're 12, don't give it to Kuno. I'm keeping it, and I'm doing it all myself, don't give it to Kuno. I'm not ready to make the decision. Okay, let's start with the two questions we can ask first. Aren't you gonna ask how I got past your dad?
Word on the street is, you sent your little friend in dressed as a hooker? Distraction style? That's some sick shit.
He nods approvingly to the lieutenants.
Not a single muscle moves on the lieutenant's face.
Kuno wants to hear all about it, but first we split the kilo, then we shoot the shit.
You mean, son? By kilo, you mean gram, right?
Kuno knows what Kuno means.
Of course, of course. I mean, he really doesn't need more drugs, but fair is fair. What's your wisdom?
I think Kim would like us more if we scolded him a little bit.
Okay.
But I can't remember if that locks us out of anything.
Maybe double check.
Yeah. Okay. Give it to him. Fuck it.
Okay. Fair is fair.
Wow, That's heavy.
He moves the musical bottle around, then slips it into his coat pocket.
There you go. More than half in there. Kuno's fucking honorable like that.
Out comes another similar vial, from the sock above his running shoe.
There is no movement on the lieutenant's face, as he stares intently at the trash container.
Now tell me, how the fuck are you still alive, pig?
I looked around in there. It's not easy life you got going on in the apartment. Kuno, I met your dad. There's of unpaid utility bills there. Okay, let's go through this. Okay, from the top then. Looked around.
The fuck do you know about Kuno's life? Kuno's got plans. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, we got plans.
6 meters underground, below piping from before the war, the collapsed remains of the Martinez storm drain system. There are 2 stolen flashlights with piles of batteries next to them, beside 2 bedrolls, in the dark and opening into the lower tunnels.
Alright. Met your dad.
Thanks, Shivers.
Met your dad-ish.
Yeah, you do some sambo shit, sneak in. Is the hooker thing real?
Looks at the lieutenant.
Sambo is an acronym for Samaran boxing, graceful martial arts stuff. Sambo style implies stealth, cleverness, and cool. Just letting you know.
It was dark in there. We sneaked in and got out. It was what you said. Kim dressed up as a hooker. Fool Drac distracted him. Kuno, your dad is a half-dead alcoholic. He was sleeping under some clothes. I killed your dad, Kuno. Oh dear. I honestly kind of torn between 2 and 4.
No, I understand. Let me... I don't know how I can check, but, it doesn't seem to influence anything.
Okay. Doesn't really help me decide between the 2, though.
I don't think Kim would like it if you said 2.
Probably not. It would be funny, though.
Fair.
Fuck it. I killed her dad.
What is this shit? He's fucked up on roids to drink more. You can't kill him. Kuno's dad says he'll die by his own hand. Die suicide style.
Damn. Okay, well. Guess 2 after all, since that one didn't go anywhere. Sorry, Kim.
The lieutenant flashes you a sharp look, but doesn't say anything. Only his tightly closed lips betray the effort keeping silent takes him.
Fuck out of here. Kuno made that shit up to demean you.
His eyes move between you and the lieutenant.
Look, pigs. Kuno gets it. You don't want to talk about it. Close quarters combat shit. Kuno doesn't want to talk about it either. Combat trauma shit.
Yeah, it's after a few seconds of somber silence.
That room was so small. To be stuck in there with him, not an easy fight for a kid.
Yeah. Let's just get straight to the point. He's a half-dead alcoholic.
Yeah.
What?
His eyes become large and round.
His posture changes. The swaying rooster motion stops for a second. Then he gets it going again, reorienting himself.
Fuck right. Kuno's dad was sleeping like a bum. Kuno told ya. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit about anything. Fucking breaking and entering shit. That's nothing to Kuno's dad.
He snaps back.
You got lucky, pig. Kuno knew this. Kuno's fucking violent fiend dad's been drinking hard lately. Kuno knew you have a way in. Narrow window. Kuno window.
He points to himself. Kuno window? Come on, kid, just stop. Stop acting tough, kid. You don't have to be scared of him anymore. Scary think he might have been. Now he's nothing. Yeah, I was wrong, cause hardcore real killer. So we're between 2 and 3.
I think 2's the slightly more empathetic response.
Yeah. I'll go for that one.
Kuno's not fucking trying to be tough. This shit is real. Kuno's fucking violent dad's gonna be a vegetable. Kuno knows that shit. Stroke shit. Stomach fucked up and...
He pushes on briefly.
Kuno's gonna go out like that too. Gonna be just like Kuno's violent dad. Speed shit, crime shit, fucking on the bed. Go out West Revachol style.
Stop saying all this sad shit, Kuno.
The whisper comes out smaller than usual.
There's a touch of grief in there.
Yeah.
Fuck you talking sad? Kuno's got hard shit, death shit, nothing shit.
The kid breathes in and out like a boxer. He punches the air. You don't have to turn to that. Chances are you are going to turn something that say nothing to the subject. Nah, you don't have to turn into that.
You don't have to.
Get your fucking nun ass out of here before Kuno fucks it dead. You think 'cause you brought Kuno 1 gram of speed, you're friends now?
He punches the air again.
Turn into... Kuno ain't turning into shit. Kuno is that shit.
He pants from exhaustion. Also, Kuno, you're 12.
Kuno won! Oh, you won, Kuno!
The relief is palpable. The little hat jumps up and down behind the fence.
Does Kuno even know what a utility bill is?
I don't know.
Well, maybe we'll find out by pointing them out.
Fuck right there where? Fucking 3 years or some shit?
Let me guess, Kuno still doesn't give a shit about them. That's no place to live in. You have to find somewhere else. Find a job, pay them yourself. Your dad can't handle things anymore. Kuno's literally 12. Change the topic, Ben. I guess 2.
You can go in order.
I guess in order then.
Yeah, that's right. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit about that electricity and light shit. Just wants to pound on people and drink.
He swells with pride. Yeah, that's no place to live in.
That's right. It's a shithole. Kuno's gonna move underground, Leroy shit, ancient shit. Kuno's gonna live in a fucking catacomb.
No boy.
Yeah, in a tomb, Kuno!
The little one seems overjoyed at the prospect.
Okay, let's conclude this business.
Yeah, pig. This shit is done. Now get the fuck out of Kuno's face. Kuno needs to drop the bomb.
He spits on the ground, yellowish, foaming spit. I'm not sure there's much point talking about the shack right now. Just... Emma.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Sure. Sure you don't, kid. Anyways. Sounds like we'll probably be ending the day 2 next time, but for now, we stop. Yippee. No, this tough one has been a time. I gotta share a little bit of salami with that one dude. As a treat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Kim.
Yeah. Salami for everyone. Yay.
Man, now I really want salami. I don't even like it most of the time.
Fair. I would be interested in, like, a chicken alternative to salami, but I don't think such a thing exists.
No, I think such a thing exists.
I've never seen it in my life, so...
Well, let me look it up.
Okay. While you do that, I'll close the game.
Okay, I'm not seeing any, like, products that exist, but there are chicken salami recipes.
Like, I guess that counts for something, but...
There's a lot of them.
Shrug.
Apparently, it might be, like, a Turkish thing specifically, because, like, one of the websites that comes up is Turkish-style cooking.
Fair enough.
But if you ever wanted to make chicken salami, it exists.
I mean... That doesn't... I don't know if a recipe existing for it is quite the same of what we meant with it existing, but...
Fair.
Because dried meats are difficult to make at home.
True, I guess.
Mm-hmm. It scrunches you.
Fair.
Let's see. Who do I want to read into? I haven't rated Die in the last forever, so I think I'll go ahead and raid into them. They're currently working on a Gunpla, which is very per usual for them as well, even if they haven't been streaming as consistently as they used to. It's also just nice popping in and bugging Die. That is a good bean. Yeah. Here's the raid message to go ahead and copy and paste as well as we land onto Die's channel. Thank you all so much for joining this next part of day 2 of Disco. It'll be interesting to see how we end up wrapping the day next time. But yeah, I'll catch you all next time, whenever that ends up being, be it next week for more Disco Elysium or anything in between. Thumbs up. Yeah. Bye bye, everyone. Good night.
Good night.